point in MK, like in NRS in general, right? Like you're basing whether or not you can take your turn back off of a down one when it's blocked, like you give it to your opponent's turn, or if you get the confirmed, then you still continue your pressure here. And Shao definitely plays through with that in mind. And opening up big significant combo to start things off is for CeeXDawg.
Here we are, we got the down two to start things off as well. You press buttons too much around me on wake up, I'm going to send you packing. Of course, there are some big combo starters you get, and that fan actually won't interrupt that full screen low pretty often, so we're gonna be looking for that a lot from CeeXDawg.
Yeah, got caught blocking high right there. Iskandar was able to get the ground wave. It looks like a nice little warm-up for these two to start things off here. A little finicky in our combo confirms, but wow, CeeXDawg, excellent corner control here.
I laughed immediately because I realized, wow, I already can't read. Is this early in the morning? It's CeeXDawg, not GeekDawg, for anybody who just got confused about that.
I missed it because I knew for a fact it was CeeXDawg. I was like, I know I didn't hear that.
I'm already out of it. But right now, like you talked about the down one poke game, and trying to play that ward can be a bit tough, but with having Sonya in the back, it makes it so much easier, and you don't have to spend as much bar for Kitana to get those combo extensions with the fans.
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup here because you do have your aerial fireballs to kind of help extend combos as well, or at least like keeps the opponent from jumping in. Big range vortex here. I don't think Iskandar's gonna even bother.
Yeah, the best I can think about for that is if you're trying to call out maybe a reckless armored elite. Right. It's like, okay, he's got to try and rush in, try to get through the fireball. Right. That does stop that if you're holding block. They're gonna land right in front of it. They're gonna take the vortex.
Exactly. Yeah, the vortex game. We've seen a lot of great comeuppance as well from Kitana. Not necessarily with the Sonya pick, but like. There are some really cool setups with that fan that we've seen. I'm trying to remember the cameo that really picks up.
I tend to see her usually with Sub-Zeros of late because it allows her to play the full screen game. Yeah. And you could also confirm into the shoulder tackle, but Sonya is more of a, I want to catch out for big damage kind of character.
Your entire family.
All right, so opting for Reiko. Reiko is a solid pick, right? Like, especially too, we've seen a lot of exploration with this character. One of the best zoners in the game, if not the best zoner in the game.
Exactly why I think we're going here, by the way, because how many times did Iskandar try to go for that full screen low wave and got hit? You're not going to do that against shurikens unless you want to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, and already off the rip here, the backboard one with some shuriken play. Nice extension with Sonya.
Never really dropping the combo extenders after that first one that was a little early, but and proceeds to immediately drop after, but still got corners, so it's working out once again very similar to CeeXDawg.
Forward throw here.
Ooh. There you go. All right, this could be big for him because if you start walking him back down, you got Darius on there, but gonna go ahead and get that low block in. Now you're gonna have to eat at least, I think, about 33. No, not gonna cash in the Sonya.
Oh no. Completely with combo right there, obviously, right? Trying to get the extension, maybe just a down two to prevent the combo breaker, just to at least get your damage.
Yep. This is something that will happen kind of early in the morning too, where you're almost like you're waking up, if you will, where you're doing wake up options a lot, and you're not conditioning them to get out of block because you're not throwing them. You're not just walking up and grabbing the blocks, and that's what CeeXDawg has pretty much gotten away with this entire beginning of the match.
Exactly. Got our low, nice pickup. Yeah, honestly, CeeXDawg really trying to find that groove, it seems like, and we are getting those routes a little more consistent with the Kitana play. We saw very early in that first round that big significant combo with the back-to-back Sonya assist. And yeah, you saw Iskandar, and I know you're about to put Iskandar just like, geez, like that double leg takedown. I couldn't help but do that, that muscle memory. We got to get this out. We got to stay.
A whole lot of down threes into takedown. It's like if it's not a mix-up anymore if you're doing it every time. But you have to make sure you check that. And of course, for anybody who may be curious, this is all best of 5, as these matches tend to go very fast right now in MK1.
Yeah. I got the vortex, and yeah, Iskandar, honestly, like a little bit of a knowledge check too. CeeXDawg recognized that Iskandar does not know how to deal with this situation here. It's an interesting setup, like you said too, like probably coverage for knee, but we don't have that. Maybe trying to call out the double leg takedown from Reiko, but a full screen situation, like you're really testing your opponent's like impatience at that point. Like, are you really gonna let this rip from downtown?
Yeah, I've seen that. I just actually looked in the player cam from what we could see there. So CeeXDawg kind of shaking his head on yet another attempt at that. It's like, come on, man, you got to think through that. This is a big opportunity to get. We talked about it before. Reiko in the corner can be very strong, but down 2 has something to say about it, and we're looking at potentially a 3-0 here.
Fight.
Full screen scenario here. missed fan input, but at least we got the stand one starter here from CeeXDawg.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Iskandar, ooh, okay, it finally worked. Eventually it'll work, right? If you keep going for it. But
parry attempts.
double it.
See, yeah, eventually it will work.
Look, I have enough belief in myself that's gonna work, so you better believe I'm still gonna keep doing it. You gotta mix in your overhead too. Back two is a surprisingly quick overhead. It catches him slipping often. He was blocking low a lot, but that's actually now 3 for 3 on the grab. It's only doing 126,
right?
But it's still building up damage over time. That should be the end of the round, though. Yep.
Cameo that we see a severe lack of. It's Matr.
Yeah.
Matr is Shinjuku, of course, but. And it looks like we do have dual Sub-Zero here, so that is, the standard pick for Kenshi is Sub-Zero, right? Because you're going for your armor, and then you have like that beautiful setup with Sento as well, because you're not utilizing Sub-Zero in the way that other characters might. Rain is counter-zoning as well, but nice low freeze, got what we could out of it. Down two might have been better there, but at least go for what you know.
Yeah, I was thinking down two for like corner push,
right?
But still, just the fact that you're able to lock him down is a big thing. But this is where the game starts to get interesting, because it's all about who's gonna pop Sub-Zero first. They actually end up in like the worst position because you end up losing the long game zoning war. But actually, Landlease has just been eating a lot of these slashes full screen so far.
Yeah, these overheads coming through and already armored up once again. Cosmic not even needing to set up the Sento sandwich situation here. Nice low pickup as well with the full extension coast to coast, and the counter zoning does begin.
The thing for playing from that distance too is Kenshi, anytime he wants to go for back four or down one pokes, it doesn't matter. You can't get your forward three. You're never getting that as Rain, so I don't have to worry about overhead ever, which means you're going for 1-2 strings only, and you're usually losing out on that, which we're seeing a lot of right now.
Yeah, all right, nice pop here. There's our setup, the first Sento setup here for Cosmic. Down one, you are brave, and you know what? If y'all know me, be brave.
I respect that, because it's like early message saying we're not playing this game right now. It actually didn't even get a whole lot of that out of that either. He got maybe 10 to 15%, so that was a perfect situation for Landlease.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's that forward three looking for the overhead. Of course, you have to layer that. It's going to be the thing they're looking for the most, so if you get your pokes in, you'll be all right.
Good break right here. I mean, it's do or die at this point, so he had to. Sento is going to be right in front of you now, too. So how do we protect this situation here? Just don't block at all.
That's pretty much, honestly, you didn't really have too much of a win caught in that spot. Sento was staring you down right there. If you somehow got around that, Kenshi has full screen time frame to adjust you walking up. And if you decide to pop the Sub-Zero armor, all right, that means you're going to try and zone me, so I'm putting on my armor.
Exactly, exactly. It's a tall order to close the gap. Never impossible, especially too if you're very good on point on defense. But yeah, just you're right. It's a tall order here. Trying to flawless block on approach like that. Very few have done that.
Oh, already starting off hot. That's 2 lows in a row, and there you go. That's exactly what you needed. You need to condition the low so you can find your overhead. Unfortunately for him, he didn't actually get much damage. I figured he would cash into Sub-Zero to go for the high-low mix. Right. But instead, Cosmic now gets the setup again.
Again, be brave. Be brave. The delay wake up down one. I love it.
Watch. Next time, Cosmic's going to block, and he's going to get thrown for it.
Ooh.
I can see it. Like, you.
There it is. Oh. There it is. There was the block, but it was the overhead. Uncle Sento got your back.
Your boy is always there. A little bit too early, though, to catch the overhead, so that ends up giving Cosmic a free down one to close out the round.
I smell
round 2.
I smell victory.
All right, relax.
I'm stealing that. We were two very different responses to that. We're getting our lows in. I think he believed in the hit confirm right there, so that's going to, unfortunately for him, take a little while before Sub-Zero comes back up, and you already know the dash under setup.
Ooh. Same side here as well, and yeah, just cannot get the sandwich, so it just keeps launching Landlease a bit too far to get that, but at least we're making the most of it here.
Yep, he did get 400 damage out of that, so he is capitalizing big. For Landlease, he's always waking up aggressive, he's getting his damage in, but his damage is averaging around maybe to 200 per engagement, where Cosmic's always getting max damage.
Good blocks here from Cosmic.
1-1-2, just trying to push him back. Right now, Landlease needs a big play. Fatal Blow is sitting on deck. You can kind of chunk his damage, but you have to fight an opener for the first in the first place.
You got to fight it. I mean, find an opener. You have 30 seconds. The clock is working against you here. You have very few resources to try to close that gap at that life point.
And Cosmic looking extremely poised. The outside, though, Landlease just trying to think about it. Remember, it's best of 5. If you got a game, you got a chance. There's been a lot of moments where Landlease has actually looked pretty solid at trying to box back, but hasn't had enough damage to say that it was worth it yet. He needs to cash out some big damage if he wants to take this round.
Yeah, Cosmic taking advantage of that extended reach thanks to sword normals out here. Over Landlease, gonna get that whip punish, and now we're back into it, toe for toe.
We haven't seen
setup. That's tough because it's so misleading. You think you're not in it, but a single toe in the water will drown you.
We haven't seen any of the down ups either from Landlease, for anybody who's curious. That is the big, giant thundercloud ball that comes down. It's a full screen overhead. And that'll usually trip people up. You want to mix them up with it, but it's just not been easy to do because he's always getting slashed. And once again, Cosmic, 1 round away from potentially going with a 3-0.
Fight.
Overhead. Nice back 4. So the pressure continues just outside of the range where Raiden can really challenge here. Good pop, and now we got the cross-up set up here. Not going for the cross under.
He said, I am not dealing with you trying to wait for anything. I'm going straight for the low. Cash out 30. Yeah, that should be the round right here. As long as he doesn't drop this, he has been very consistent with it so far.
Yeah, it's very interesting too. Like you talk about trying to lock down the opponent as long as you can. And historically, at NRS, like that's been the thing.
Yeah. Usually through just plus frames by itself.
Yes.
But seeing Ashrah backing it up along with that, not too surprised. But for, even though with the Lao nerfs, we're going to see Rel still committing to that Lao. You just saw that full charge on the hat. It's still got a pretty good recharge rate. So it can catch people because a lot of what Shang's going to do is this zoning.
Double combo going here, a nice 388 for it. The low hat to keep you guessing, really trying to force an interaction right there. That was a double dash from Rel, which is risky because that's almost a guaranteed throw every time, but or at least like a challenge with the button there.
Yep. And for NF though, he's going to get chipped out most likely here, but he's going to wake up. Like we said before, that's not a guaranteed block string anymore, so you can actually push your way out of that now.
Ooh, I mean, on defense, NF had a couple good flawless block situations there, able to challenge out of that corner. I don't think we're out of the woods yet. Like, this is just the beginning here.
Yeah.
Nice little whiff on that fireball from Rel gives NF the opportunity and immediately took it.
NF wouldn't be surprised to see 4-3 come through pretty soon. He hasn't let that rip just yet. There's Stryker we talked about before. You think it's your turn, and it never really is if they still have meter available for Stryker.
Yes. Oh.
4-3 is so, like, brutal.
Yeah, just that knee,
a
and then
big
we'll follow
old
up
knee.
after.
It's like, this is an old man. Aren't they supposed to be, like, creaky knees? How are you getting up that high? But Tsung, of course, been a menace for many a millennia.
Flawless block into the back throw for the victory.
You know, so far consistently, those who sit on the left side of the screen have been performing very well. But we did see a lot of good moments for NF during that round. It's just the full screen game belonged entirely to Rel.
Yeah, it's about getting through the bullet hell that is Shang Tsung, and the way that we're sending out Kung-Lao hat, it makes things all the more difficult. But Rel's consistency, especially with Shang Tsung, very impressive here.
Yeah. You see also, usually Shang Tsung's would go for the multi-slash on the younger version variant, but that doesn't work the same way now with the hat. So he's actually mixed it up. He's only going for, I believe, stand 2, and then the hat to push him far enough away. So it's just a reset of neutral now.
I mean, very quick adjustments here, especially that patch only came out a couple days ago.
Hey, you gotta figure it out.
Yo!
Sit your ass down. That overhead just rips you out the skies and puts you right back in front of him. And NF once again, now with Stryker not on deck, having a bit of a hard time getting in. And there's finally attempting the overhead, but he was ready.
One more touch. Yep. Down 4 here.
Round 2.
All right. NF has had a couple good moments, but we haven't seen. Oh, he was too far away to believe hard enough in it. That's your big party starter right there.
Yes.
Missed out on probably 300 plus damage.
God. And we just sent it here. We got Stryker out of it as well, so that is a very delayed breaker here. And since the combo is already over at that point, there's no way NF pulls the trigger.
I did not realize down to put you back on the same side to get a down 1 finisher with Lao in that position. But Shang Tsung's continuing to show me new combo strings I was not prepared for. That is a quick punish all day of the week, committed from 2 into 1. That's the second slash, or the second poke, really. And Rel just looking all business up there right now, looking very comfortable. You see NF just kind of nodding his head like, okay, all right. It's like, what do I do next? You got a round, you got a chance. but when you're down 2-0, it can be a little bit mentally taxing to try and get around someone who's playing the full screen game as well.
Right. This is one of those points where you start to think about like alternate cameos as well. Like, sure, you have your Stryker to keep yourself safe. You have these sword normals though that kind of help things out here. And Shang isn't necessarily just going for quick punishes. Nice armor. Anti-air stand 1.
You know, something NFLu did a whole lot that beginning of that round we didn't see before was the block strings were actually there. Always had the blade beam behind it, and then had the strikes behind it. So half that damage essentially has been just off of keeping Rel stuck and trying to maybe catch a backdash in that position, but Rel never giving it to him.
Goes for Old Man stance. A lot of the set has been Shang Tsung in Old Man.
And our damage in where we can. We're going to switch over to Darkness mode.
Yeah.
We're going to be going potentially for the lows. Yep, there we go. Not ready for it.
The guessing game begins, goes for a pop overhead, keeps it safe with Stryker too because we can't guarantee the string to continue. I like that decision because you are going to take that life lead anyways. And clearly, got you the round.
Yeah, hey, that's one on the board. And Rel looking the most uncomfortable we've seen him so far in this match. A lot of it's just because he's been constantly locked down under these block strings.
Ooh. Oh no!
That's a full combo punish all day of the week. And there's that restand we've said before, so you can't go for any aggressive option. You're forced to deal with the next hit.
All right, another couple down 4s here for Rel. Now finally getting a significant combo here with the juggle, but a break from NFLu.
I actually kind of like that there too. After having everything going your way, you don't want to let him start to get something going there. Oh, no, just missed it.
That was a very good attempt right there for NFLu. The defense, nice block in the overhead.
That was on the high-low mix too. So NFLu, man, it seems like he's freaking it out, but there's that multi-hit slash. You know, this is still very close because Fatal Blow is sitting right there.
Oh. We might be able to finish this combo. We do.
All right, 1 round away from Rel potentially taking a 3-0, but NFLu has definitely woken up here. So we do have our set on our hands.
Range. I do like how we're utilizing Stryker, right? Especially to right on top of the Kung-Lao. It keeps Rel honest, so Rel can't confirm a combo necessarily. But we've seen that if Rel does attempt to reach in there while they're blocking low hat, the NFLu gets the opportunity for a punish. Far poke, not close enough for the full confirm though.
I respect Rel in that position too. I know he didn't do it intentionally, but he went and turned around and swung hand at Stryker instead. I know that's the real problem here. But he got the follow-up. That's a good breaker in that position because you're already a little too far down.
Oh, opened up a little bit too early right there. NFLu might be able to take this here, but there's a bit more work to do.
Rel needed to get aggressive here too because he can't afford to take 2 block strings. That's probably going to be enough to close out the round.
Exactly. No, the grenade! Time and time again, we've seen the ambush from Stryker. Save NFLu from death. Save NFLu from trying to deal with that pressure from Shang Tsung. And it's working in spades.
Look at that. At first, he was like just thinking. He was like, all right, this worked kind of good. And then he had a little smirk at the end there. So it seems like maybe he figured something out here. It's 0 so far. It's looking very similar round start. The same as last game.
All right, goes to Skies. Ooh, yeah, the down back 3. Tries to go for the high mix one more time.
All right, back in the corner we go. But a lot of the time, Rel actually hasn't really gone to the corner. He's just kept your back against the wall. A lot of these full screen skulls. That's a little too far. Yeah, that's a little too far away to be able to get punished.
Nice. Down 3, but unfortunately, NFLu going for that down 1 to be brave.
I think that's the 3rd time now he's interrupted the overhead, so he's actually removing that from Rel's game. Doesn't matter though, Rel gets the back throw. Here comes the big 4-3, but not ready to follow up on it.
Golly. Yeah, and even still, Stryker was there, but too little, too late to try to save NFLu. It's all falling apart here.
And there's only so many times, and this is where that's where things can get real frustrating, where you start having those constantly thrown in your face. You're on last round, and you're trying to get back in, and Rel's doing his best to try and frustrate you to make sure that happens.
Try to go for the low fireball. Wow, nice reversal arm. Every time it's been reversal slash from Rel here.
Good job air dashing out there too. He's always gone for the jump kick after that follow-up, and that's how he got out. But still, Rel, he's minimizing the damage. Once again, not ready for the hit confirm on that. NFLu doesn't get the damage he's looking for.
That's not the throw that you want right there. Stryker's already out. Wasn't able to do a significant amount of damage there. That could have been a little bit better with that forward throw. Okay, got the darkness slash. No, yeah. Oh, forgot it was the overhead, forgot. Oh, it was a low block, but forgot the overhead.
Oh my God, well, that's a round. for NFU that you will take every day of the week because he wasn't prepared for where that was going to hit, and all of a sudden, this game still isn't over just yet.
That situation was twofold. One, it was my turn because I blocked the overhead. Two, I didn't think you were going to pull Fatal Blow on block. Like, what?
Well, you kick that every day to the every day. That's an early Christmas skip right there. Down 3, gonna get the interrupts he's looking for, and Rel looking very comfortable. But we do actually stop the throw. Does he go for overhead soon? He's been stuck on it pretty much every other time.
Got that forward 3 right back at it too after. Yo, the hesitation caught the down 2.
I mean, he's been throw escaping those so much lately. That delay might have actually helped him out a ton.
Right. Open up with low hat. That's so threatening here. Got the full combo extension.
We have so much
There was
meter
no
on deck
break
too.
you could have broke.
I don't understand. You have full bars. You had full bars, and he's going to end the round.
But that's the thing too, right?
tails
The cameo system does help, like, you know, really explore the potential of characters to be played differently and also be played successfully in those ways.
Yep.
Didn't believe that Pokchop was going to follow up the full string here. So let's get scooped up. CrispyBiscuit.
Could have Pokchop himself out here. Just the keep away game is 90% of the game here. You need to get these shoulder tackles and get these setups as quick as you can. There's the overhead finisher. Actually just kind of slides him a little bit closer to the corner.
Yes. All right, full freeze, but we got the side swap here. No Sento set up quite yet, but I mean, this damage is good.
Yeah, and at this point, it's chip for game. That was actually very well set up by Pokchop. He's like, look, I'm going to guarantee that it's a checkmate scenario. So unless you wake up with EX kick, I don't care.
Down 1, right back at you here. The down 1 game again, so important in MK. Full follow-up.
Yeah, we're getting our full combo extender into nut punch finisher. Go ahead and get that free jump in.
No anti-air, no up block here, so it does keep CrispyBiscuit in your face. The overhead comes through.
Oh, it's so fast, man. Like, you're too busy worrying about just stand 2 or 3, everything just keeping you locked down. But Pokchop has an opportunity here. Wasn't ready for Sentinel to box back.
Yeah, missed the extension after the overhead for incentive, but got it on the second run. Ooh, no challenge here. That stand 1 got popped.
Bro, that is 3 for 3. He keeps getting his overhead snuck in, and CrispyBiscuit's going to have to think about that. But the full screen.
Arrest this man!
Officer, he was jumping me. They're fighting 2-1 in this fight. It's not fair. We're going to see Pokchop close that out. CrispyBiscuit had a lot of very solid moments in there, too. So I'm definitely assuming that this match is a couple rounds into the pools. Seems like we're starting to get past the wake-up phase, and everybody's starting to put out some good matches right now. This man is great.
Showmanship. That's the best. All right, full freeze. Bless the noggin here with the Sento Hill.
There we go. What's the mix? Decides to go overhead one more time. CrispyBiscuit was ready for it, but even after getting that hit on Sento,
that punch, you got that overhead pickup as well. Full extension for another one. Coast to coast we go.
Just curious if we were going to go for... Actually, no, you never want to go for kick finisher against Kenshi now I think about it. You don't want him far away from you.
No. Nice uppercut here. Full aerial combo. Ooh, I love the routing here. CrispyBiscuit. Great awareness on the space that they're at in the stage, because that air combo was for sure going to hold him in the corner, which allowed the finisher that CrispyBiscuit got. Breaker, last ditch effort here.
Pokchop leaving and finishing out the round, but instead he gets snatched up. Stryker is ready to go, lets him go ahead and finish that out with the kick. So CrispyBiscuit putting one on the board and the standing one to catch the jump out of the corner. He said, you are not getting away from me for free. Big down 2 though. He doesn't throw hands very often. When he does, it hurts.
Say the good hand for that one.
You really just stand 2 over and over again. Say, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna eat this at some point.
Yo, Fujin, just the reawakening here in Kenshi. Nice block on the kick, but of course the ambush attack from Stryker. You still got your damage, so that's the important thing.
The fact, we mentioned before, Stryker really doesn't ever let it be your turn, and you had to do that there. You're already down around. Gets full screen caught again. But Fatal Blow is on deck. It doesn't even really need it, though. He just needs one mistake from CrispyBiscuit, and instead, he's going to find it. This should be the closeout here with the kick. Doesn't even need to do it. CrispyBiscuit putting himself on the board.
Did he do it twice? Bring it. He did the kick, and he had his right foot, and then another left foot came up. I didn't know Johnny could do that. Unless if, like, I got a delay, like, yo, wait.
Look, even with Johnny not being, like, you know, a descendant of the gods in this timeline.
Yeah.
Still doing inhumane, not inhumane, unhuman, not real tactics. Doesn't make sense.
The Roomba. Oh, it just disappeared. I was hoping the Roomba was about to get blasted.
We really have been destroying his whole home complex for a while. That I don't think he's ever blocked that, and he called out the wake-up options really hard on that.
Yeah.
Won't be enough just yet, but pretty much from that point, what do you even do?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that overhead from Stryker, like you said, super quick, and you're really focused on the routing of Johnny here. Nice, following through on the pressure to shut down the ambush from Stryker.
Ooh, in the back three, just ready to go. Big range on that move, too. You can't jump around that. It catches you grounded, but Pokchop finally getting a little bit of zoning in.
Oh, not gonna work out for you here. Try to go for the overhead kick. Full Sento setup to get the cross under.
You figure he was going for the side switch in that position, but instead, oh, actually he blocks out the EX kick, so it's a big opportunity here.
Yeah, and you know what? I appreciate the flow from Pokchop in the set too. Just, yeah, you know what? I might have dropped it, but I'm still gonna go for my consistent block string. Still continue pressure because it is still my turn. I will put the fear in you because I have opened you up.
Good block on the overhead there too. That would have been a big party starter in the corner. So seems like he's woken up a bit. But speaking of wake up, you know, CrispyBiscuit has not been afraid to be pretty aggressive on wake up.
See, and this again another scary factor of Johnny. That string is unblockable. The one where he comes with the haymaker overhead. But with how consistent Stryker's been coming out, I'm afraid to unblock too.
Yeah.
Like, when's this a good time?
Oh, big call out on the anti-air there. Well, this is now not your turn for a while. He finally blocked it though. That's a big part of why you don't see a lot of Scorpion really too, because that overhead is not nearly as fast.
No, it's not sneaking in.
Woo!
Nice.
You did not just get baited like that. He really just waited, instantly canceled out. The round's not over yet, but it pretty much is after that block string guaranteed, man.
Yeah, that was so tough too. Yeah, because you went for, you knew what the Fatal Blow does, so that's good. The knowledge check was there. And then you go for the jump over because, all right, I don't want you to let this rip. That was a gamble. It's just that small delay.
Yeah.
Like, all right, when are you pulling the trigger here? And CrispyBiscuit just happened to pull at the same time to jump. That's the worst. You both react at the same time.
Yep.
Like, expecting something to happen and a trade goes in the opponent's favor.
And a big part, if anybody is curious at all, if you haven't been paying close attention to Stryker, this is why you're going to see a whole lot more of him. Between the grenades, the fast overhead, everything else has been working so well to keep Pokchop kind of like out of a turn. But this match so far looking much better. There's the throw. It won't close out the round yet. But one more good, actually he pretty much can't block right now. So he had to try and press, and that jump is going to be free.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. He's trying to get the high-low at the last ditch second. Yeah, that's a down one challenge right off rip, but goes for parry. Smart call from CrispyBiscuit.
Oh, the late catch on it too. That's actually going to let him get the setup. If that was so close to the ground, now it's time to guess.
Ooh, good block with Stryker. Ambush coming through to save the day.
Stryker has gotten him out of that situation and netted him. Last time it was 300 plus. This time it was 200, and now he's taking 2 throws too. The damage just keeps racking up here for CrispyBiscuit. This round is looking pretty flawless for him. Even though he's taking a little damage, it's been perfect.
Crispy looking mad crispy with this Johnny routing here in the corner. Goodness gracious.
All right, one more round away. CrispyBiscuit moving forward on the winner's side. Of course, seeing if he can maybe close this out. Looking very solid at that.
Getting tossed up nice. This is stand one anti-air. Early break. So you got the neutral reset. What a pick. Plus backed up with the ambush anyways here, so that's a safe bet for CrispyBiscuit.
Pokchop finally pulling all those down forwards too to get some quick sweeps in, but that's a few times now he's actually gotten the jump in for free.
Interesting, and especially jumping out too, because that was the Stryker restand call, but Pokchop is already on the move. Nice throw.
All right. CrispyBiscuit's been pretty aggro. Yeah, there it is again. He's going to go in for the kick, but the good spacing from Pokchop at least gets 2 hits in there. Getting a lot of passive hits in here, Zero. He might be able to maybe force this to a game 5.
There it goes. We got the freeze. That will do it. 2 all in the set. Pokchop still coming out on top in this round here. Needs a moment. Needs the fatality to play out. And really, we're pondering here. Like, what? How am I?
Indeed, looking into the orb right now, wondering what do I need to see in the future to make sure CrispyBiscuit does not take this round. I actually, you know what, now I think about it, I kind of like the fatality, which forced the timer. It's like, okay, this gives me my break. I don't have to go back to character select, but I could take a second, figure out what I want to do next. That Those decisions need to be made clearly, Zero, because we're in game 5.
There's the freeze, got the Sento set up right off rip. Good pickup. And yeah, this consistency we need here. Nice 434 to start things off. And again, we're looking at another 300 damage almost.
And it's all about keeping it your turn. That's what Kenshi does so well. Sento's finally gone, so CrispyBiscuit can make it happen. There's the overhead. He goes for double up on the overhead, but he was ready.
Yeah, didn't have an up block there either. That's one thing that I want to start seeing Pokchop implement in their defense is up blocking on some of these scenarios. Nice stand one anti-air. That will do here. And we're on match point for Pokchop.
All right.
Round 2.
Making a lot of adjustments. You can see it in the camera for us as well, too. CrispyBiscuit kind of leaning his head back on that one. Still a lot of opportunities, though. That's a big starter right there. He's going to go ahead and get the full combo carry over to the corner. 300 damage. Nothing scoff at. Good block on the overhead this time.
Nice. That's actually a very good challenge here. Up block that every time.
Won't be surprised to see Stryker sneak in a low as well, too. We have yet to see that low sweep. It's always been the overhead.
He runs it so slow for the throw. He runs off so quick.
Bro, man is really huffing,
Sure,
like all the way over.
Look how much running Stryker's been doing. Yeah, he's exhausted. Gassing out in the final round.
All right. It's a very stressful situation, and that is not what you want to see if you are a fan of the Atlanta crowd. We are in game number 5, last round.
That's the first time that CrispyBiscuit hit max star power here. We'll see if that comes into play. Ambush set up.
This would be a big opportunity for him to get ready to cash it out soon. You want to get some big damage in, you can, but he goes too far on the string. That's a free punish for Pokchop. Oh no, he dropped it, but he doesn't matter. He still gets the hit. You had to break there.
Got ambush opening up, but doesn't get the confirm. Down one interrupt again, and no more Sento here in just a moment. Like, that is dwindling fast.
Huge, too, because this completely invalidates wake up for him. He can't shoulder charge. Sento is locked behind him the whole time.
That is unfortunate. All it took was a down one interrupt. There's the star power, a couple nut punches, but nothing after quite yet, obviously.
You keep it your turn forever from this point. That's all he needs. He just needs to keep him locked up, but the good throw tech. Oh, and he backs it up, but he had the break. He had the meter for it. Fatal blows on deck, though. There's a lot of damage potential, but those grenades snag him out the sky. He needed the big combo starter, and CrispyBiscuit had something to say about that. And that much actually changed, except there's no armor. I mean, it's Lee May. What fireballs are you really worried about? So, like, you get rid of Sub-Zero, you go with Sareena, you get your double blades.
Yeah, you're going for the big damage combo routing, which Liu Kang definitely, again, what I was getting into was that Liu Kang's consistency, because he does have that jack-of-all-trades kind of play style, can really get a lot of great damage off of his mids once he gets the openers here. You're going to go for that delay pressure. Love Sareena setup because, one, you're going to remove Breaker off the table, but that first hit jumping an additional level of meter here for Rex.
What's so crazy about that setup, too, is triple fireball in the air, that's in the way. You can't jump out of the way of it. You can't move. You're stuck. You have to block that situation.
And these air fireballs not going to be the play here for Element right now. Those are going to be anti-airable, pretty hardcore, especially at the height that Element's setting it up, because we could potentially walk up. You have to be so careful, though.
Yep. Rex needs to make sure that Element doesn't feel comfortable with going with forward 2 pokes, because that's your big party. Yeah, forward 2-3. He's always going to launch you back up. No reason to jump right here, but that lantern does make it so you cannot air fireball, because you're going to end up eating the hit.
Big knee. Got the full extension. Nice grenade setup, too, here from Rex.
Not much off those back 3 there, so even so, Rex has a lot of damage on board. There's that cartwheel talked about before. The throw actually does it, so Rex taking that round away. But what looked like he was playing from behind the majority of it, all he needed is a couple openers to get it done.
Absolutely. And you saw that great interaction with Rex here with a down 4 to interrupt the back 2 from Element. Oh, with throw, that's a big opportunity. We got a forward throw from Rex, from Element, though.
Standing 1-2 is a weird position to try and go for like block string tick throw setups, because it's not that quick, but you have to respect it.
Right, got that stagger, got the 1-2.
3-4-3, push him all the way back. I mean, Liu Kang, he has such consistent combo strings. There we go, standing 1. This is going to equal 300 plus just off of standing 1.
Ooh, what a block, though. All right, there's your back 2. Carry to the corner one more time here.
And at this point, near checkmate scenario, you have to duck. You have to find your opener. You can't afford to block anything.
Ooh, caught the knee. That's a good low. This is we can
fatal. Wait a minute.
Yeah, didn't end up going for the fatal with the full scorpion route there. That is unfortunate.
Smart on Element too. It looked like Rex was trying to bait out a fireball so he could get a jump in, but Element didn't budge. Got the down 3. That's all you needed. You just needed one poke on block, and that was the round.
And the other thing too, like probably the reason why we didn't go for Fatal Ender anyways was the breaker. Waiting for when the opponent was going to break, so we spent for the cameo anyway. All right, nice carry here. Stand 3 into the quick dragon kick, and Sareena way in the background, but you still let her get shot.
Sareena been way more, like, you don't need to throw the discs out for Sareena so far in this matchup. It's just all about making sure you don't have the meter on the other side. It's been working pretty consistently for Element.
Yeah, the disc for Sareena in this matchup in particular, at least the team up with Liu Kang. Liu Kang's routing usually goes for aerial routes anyways, so it's going to be kind of tough to try to get those extensions with Sareena disc. You can use it for the single disc interrupt or try to catch the opponent so you can get your solid confirmed, but for the most part, Liu Kang's damage alone is going to be enough and not necessarily need the camera to back up. This back forward 4 is definitely going to get punished though.
Here we go. A lot of damage catch out right now. We're going to go for the Scorpion, and we're not going to go for any setups. And that is yet another whipped throw from Rex. He hasn't been able to find him, but he gets the one he needed right there. It's one more chip away. That's a bit.
Oh my God. I'm telling you. Yeah, you know you almost messed that up, Element. You know.
Well,
woo. Yeah, because that was supposed to be absolutely an anti-air coming up here. That down to catch the aerial fireball.
Rex, once again.
Rex, not Element. Rex.
It's all good. It did go to Element on cam for a second. But, yeah, I mean, hey, Rex has been playing from behind a good majority of the time, but when he gets in, he steals so much damage so fast. I love watching that drop kick. It's so ridiculous. But that's half the health already gone.
Nice. Our throw. Yeah, Li Mei, again, one of those characters we don't see enough of because her damage output is insane. She's so cool.
No, that
was your opportunity. Down 1. Be brave, people.
Oh, he's still got something going from here and just outspaces the stand 3-4. Say, go ahead, kick all you want. I'm going to wait for you to finish. There's no Sareena I'm worried about, and I'm going to get the round.
Real quick, NRS, I'm appreciating the reflections in the water. I know this game doesn't have ray tracing, but you know what? You're getting me there, all right? Like, I'm digging this.
Well, if you think about it.
Coming through the water. Yeah, you know, it is almost there, right? It is almost there.
All right, now, Rex trying to keep him locked down is the only so long you can, because Element gonna get a little bit aggressive, push you back full screen. You know, triple fireballs or low fireball are on their way soon. That is now, I think, the 3rd time that he has backdashed that, so that is now going to make Element think pretty heavy about pressing stand 3 from this point forward.
All right, taking overhead. All right, there we go. Got our down 3 interrupt. Tried to go for teleport. The stagger not long enough though to get that interrupted. Yeah, you thought twice about jumping.
Yeah, I can't go for any fireballs in that situation. He actually, I like the mix up there because he kept getting checked on his fireballs, going for the Sareena instead.
That's a wrap right there. Yeah, got caught reaching, so we did confirm off the back 2, which is fine because often you stagger back 2, backdash back 2 because you get the opponent reaching, and on that second back 2, you confirm into the full aerial combo with with 3 for Liu Kang to get that combo. But we went for 4-4 instead, which was from downtown, so you're not going to get that confirmed. It's unsafe, and then we had the whiff punish here from Rex. Well played from Rex in that second game for sure.
I'm really liking Scorpion here on Li Mei too. Like, it seemed like there's a lot of good stuff on paper, but in application, it's been looking really good. Now the combo extension there, going to stay on the right side. Dude, I'm kind of surprised he broke there, but it looked like he might end up eating 45 the way that was going. He had 2 lanterns incoming.
Honestly, though, Rex, with the great awareness on this Liu Kang route, doesn't do it this time, but being able to duck that 3 from the back 2 starter from Liu Kang is huge because you're going to get that crouch 1 interrupt and then be able to take your turn right back. Li Mei definitely has that capability. Down 4 again, checking on Element. The sweep with back 4, Element. No, oh no! You overcommitted to the string, and that left you vulnerable here. Rex on match point.
I'm not too surprised he did that there too, because he had never did it before. So I figured maybe he would get him tripped up. What you see from the Scorpions often too.
Yeah.
Well, they'll go for the final kick off 2-1 into 4, but Rex is ready to go every single time.
Went for the meter burn, back forward 3. And didn't commit to the final one here to get that additional damage. Aerial Fireball, not gonna... See, I'm so curious as to why we keep doing Aerial Fireball, because we're not getting anything off of it.
Yeah, Rex is always ducking it. He's never blocking it, he's never jumping, and it was always for Sareena before, but Rex is fine because he gets his meter right back.
Boom.
He's got 3 bars available to him. He's got Fatal Blow on deck as well, but he catches the other end of the dash. So Element, as long as he finishes, is out.
Gotta pick and choose. Like, that's where Liu Kang finds so much success, is making the opponent guess of when you're gonna be ending your strings here. You're stealing so many frames, and yeah, that damage output from Liu Mei.
That is high. Like
434.
We mentioned it before. Liu Mei's got some damage, but with Scorpion, it is up there.
Yeah.
And you had to break there because otherwise the round was going to end. He was gonna go for a mix-up.
You know, I would be really curious to see Cyrax routing with that. The up helicopter, I think, now that it's more consistent than what it was before, I think that would give you an additional damage output, but we'll see.
Well, we've never had to... Yeah, I was curious if we would see the mix-up of Scorpion overhead at any point, but it's actually just not been necessary. Scorpion is purely there for the combo extensions, and Rex has just been winning straight up with Liu Mei play. It's been pretty consistent so far.
All right, we shut down Sareena. Respecting the space that is Liu Kang, and that's so important. Does get the interrupt right there. I couldn't catch quite what that starter was there from Liu Kang. Oh, 3-4, but no extension after.
He needs something. He needs some kind of party starter right now. He has not been able to get his back to starter. He needed right now. It's another throw. One more guess, and Rex takes his 3-0.
Oh, nice back 4. Ooh, oh no shot. The back 2 whiffing entirely.
See,
oh my
you can't block it.
which is interesting because the invisibility setup is so difficult on Reptile compared to Smoke invisibility setups. Like, I find Smoke to be the superior invisibility character, but when Reptile does go invisible, it's tough here. Oh, we're going into it here. No button check. And Zintai opting for Raiden.
Yeah, we just went right into it. Honestly, this is really good for Zintai in this matchup because one of, like, Reptile's main starters, a lot of his lows, the back 3, of course, it has a good amount of poke range, but you can't do that too much in front of Raiden.
Yeah, and I'm also thinking about, too, if you're going up against Reptile, Shang Tsung might not be the play here because Gator Roll.
True. True, actually, yeah, your zoning means nothing to me.
Yeah.
It literally means nothing to me. Speaking of Gator Roll, there it comes in right there. Reptile has some pretty, like, he has a lot of solid mid-range poke game tools and big damage output. Yeah. It's just usually, they're kind of easy to see coming because you know the range he wants to play at.
Yeah, oh, nice down 1. We got our throw, back throw at that. No assist follow-up, too, because Kano was down. You can get a bit of an extension off of back throw from Raiden, but not necessary.
This is where Reptile does not want to play. He does not want to play the full screen game or when he has to get put into the cage. Once that's there and Kano ball is coming, your turn is essentially forfeit, and that's going to be your first game going to Zintai.
Woo, with the knives, not able to get the confirm, but the 4-2-2-3, or 4, excuse me, able to get that nice pickup.
Not going to spend any bar, no reason to. It's a little bit too early. Don't go spending your bar that quickly. It's already up around, but J-Shell's getting caught on the
that was
whip.
good. That was a very good backdash there from Zintai to get the 4-2 starter. Back 2 overhead.
And that is the mini game that nobody ever wants to play. Back 2 finally shows up. Now what do we do? Does he overhead me again? I have no health left. Or does he decide to forward 4 and the game's over anyways?
In that situation when you have no health, yeah, you play that guessing game. But I promise you, I am not standing up against Raiden. I'm sorry. Like,
look, it's just 80 damage consistently versus a full combo punish. At least if I can guess multiple times on the 80 damage, I could eventually get out.
Nice Gator Roll, calls out the knife throw in the background too. I'd missed that entirely. Nice read from Shell.
Yeah, he's been doing that pretty often with the teleport or the tackle, the backup with the knives. Very similar to what we saw for a while there from the Lao setup, but it doesn't matter. Still getting his damage in. Big boy damage right now, cashing out. No bars, but still, Zintai doesn't even need it. He's just been getting consistent lockdowns, and J-Shells has not had an answer just yet.
Yeah, I mean, we're missing so much setup here too. Like, no opportunity from Kung-Lao. Like, I've hardly seen Kung-Lao show up at all from J-Shells, and that's important in this character team up too, because you're going to keep Raiden a little more wary of trying to press the way that Zintai is being able to do it. 4-4 shows up as well. Full route for a nice 340, and you're just going to get another one here.
Yeah, go ahead and just cash out all the
breaks
damage.
Either from. All right, there it is.
Hey, it was finally at the time where you had no choice, but the throw will finish it out.
Yes.
You were talking about the Kung-Lao hat there too from Reptile. One of the things that the Lao hat sets up, is that quick instant teleport slam from the Reptile mode. Where he goes in the air, he slashes you down. It is an aerial overhead. That is hard to block when you line them both up right next to each other.
Right.
We're not seeing any of that, which is what lets you get your back 3 low poke. If you don't get that, you don't get your big damage, and that's what Zintai has seen so far. I said, all right, well, if you're not going to do it, I'm not scared of you.
All right, see that. We got that down forward, too. Gonna get enough pickup.
Lockdown yet. You either take the hit or you let him continue to pressure. And that's 160 already put on the board. That's two back twos in a row. Once again, you get down to that point where you can't afford to take a third one, so you have to guess.
Fight.
Zintai playing this matchup just textbook. There's not a whole lot that's been really able to be solved just yet here by J Shells.
Oh, jeez, back 4. Pick up as well. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, Zintai's just kind of getting to be able to do whatever they want with Raiden here in this matchup. There's not been a whole lot of interrupt opportunity. We're not seeing the classic Reptile play that we're kind of used to, right? Like, especially too, those far-reaching normals can really contend with Raiden. Really keep Raiden guessing, or at least like a little bit honest too. Omni-Man of the day here is going to be really fun to see in this matchup here. The problem with Omni-Man is getting his confirms to work out. He's got his 1 mid, and of course the low starter as well. Doesn't have an overhead outside of your jump ins, right? So it's tough to get opens because he doesn't necessarily have like a good neutral game.
Like he's got the stand 1-2, of course, which is like his best opener, but it's the most obvious opener yet. So in forward 3 doesn't really lead to a whole lot, as well as down 3. Like it doesn't lead to a whole lot for him. Whereas Baraka, I'm glad. By the way, I know people are gonna probably not be too happy to hear this, but he sucked for like 20+ years. I'm happy to see him at least play good now. But now that the Cyrax is out of the way, it's not as ridiculous as it was before. It's not that Stryker is not also pretty cheap in it, but I enjoy watching the way Baraka is working now. It's a really cool redesign.
So, quick tangent here, because we do have Tremor, first Tremor of the day, but the button setup for Crispy Cthulhu, interesting. So we have square, which is usually reserved for 1, is the cameo, and then 3, which is X,
he's probably playing on a fight stick.
Oh, okay.
He's probably playing on a fight stick. That's my best guess, and that's going to be a round 1, a pretty quick one there, going to Coach Steve. Also, just real quick, small thing of note that I noticed. Why is the breaker from Tremor just Gamma Crush from Hulk? He literally flies in with a giant boulder, like Gamma Charge, and it's so good.
So another big open from Coach Steve. But yeah, like I said, the neutral game for Omni-Man, like I would almost like argue that Omni-Man starters, when he does get that 3, they can be big, because Omni-Man is one of those characters that doesn't necessarily need an assist to extend combos for big damage. Yeah. Especially too when you go into Viltrumite stance, like you have so much opportunity to take to the skies, which is where Omni-Man, like literally, he's built around aerial combos. And unfortunately, we're not going to get to see that very often here, because contending neutral is tough for
Crispy
Omni-Man.
Cthulhu has been locked down the entirety of the game, and that right there, we said it before, it's never really your turn. You got to remember, there's 2 hits to that too. Don't let go of block too early, because otherwise you're going to get caught by the rest of it on back 3.
Yep. All right.
And that has now worked every time for Coach. We mentioned before, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ooh, we just had the Viltrumite stance here, but called out the teleport. That was the 2 option for the Viltrumite. Nice down 1 interrupt, goes high, starter again. But I mean, Omni-Man does have mids. Like after that first hit, you go into mid, but yeah.
I mean, for Coach, the answer so far has been do the same option over and over again. Right now, you get locked down by that. Backs it up one more time with the, I believe that's the 1 starter string. But Coach Steve looking as dominant as we can expect while he's up there. Crispy Cthulhu lapping it off. Omni-Man has a lot of damage, but the key part is finding those openers, like you said, and that has not been an option for him once so far this match.
It's the we got the mid starter though. That was it. That was the route.
That's so off the anti-air too. It's easier to follow up because they're airborne already. That's got a lot of startup to it, and he misses out on the follow up on the 1-2 starter. That would have given him a lot of damage.
All right, yeah, I got caught standing up here. There we go.
There we go. All right, driving down.
Air combo. Gonna go for air dash.
Oh, he didn't follow up after this, the 2 to go for the stomp.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's interesting. You already got your 326. Like, you can get, depending on the cameo assist, like, you can extend into the Viltrumite stance too, which will get a much better Oki situation.
Yeah, that's just Hulk.
Yeah.
That is literally just Hulk. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, you got hit.
Yeah, that's not going to work. You're standing right inside the fireball there.
I thought he had a little bit of time. Of course, Viltrumite stance full screen is usually pretty good against zoning unless I see it coming. It's a surprise tactic. You got to shift somebody up at least once.
Yeah.
And coach is always ready for it. One more round away.
Yeah, can definitely catch you with the chop chop.
That's
it. You can actually go into Viltrumite stance and get your grab out of that. You go for the back 3, which pops the opponent. You go for 1-2, get the grab and Viltrumite, and then you get a full combo, 320 plus.
Right now, it's all about just making sure he can play the game still at some point. Has 2 blades stuck in his body that are finally going to evaporate out. At least he finally blocked it, and coach was like, all right, well, I am now going to spend EX bar. You're going to do nothing about it. That throw should take it all home.
Gosh. Yeah. What a bummer. Like,
every swipe.
All right, here we go. Game number 1 coming up. Matrix, well known online right now for playing incredibly strong. You finally caught it. That thing's driving me crazy. Little fly on the wall over here, but we are indeed flies on the wall as we spectate this match. Matrix in the red skin and CeeXDawg on the white.
Oh, nice pick up off the fireball. Starting things off. Pretty strong lead for Matrix. The overhead. Watch out.
And that is so frustrating to deal with. On Oki, you have to deal with the stand 2 poke or blade. It doesn't matter. She covers so much range.
Yeah, Matrix for the shadow stance too. And so unfortunate, CeeXDawg tried to set up the Sub-Zero and already got hit by fireball. Now we're really trying to reach. You're trying to play that counter game. And what a flawless victory.
Yeah, that was as bad. You couldn't really have asked for a better round.
It was a touch. It was a
it was like 10 damage at best. CeeXDawg having a bit of a hard time trying to get around this, and even after 4-3, good patience, doesn't get caught by the Lao spin. So we're not seeing as much low hat, of course, because it is not as good now, but Lao doing plenty still to provide some utility.
All right, got that zoning game happening, and I do love that Matrix running down the clock on that armor. Like, go ahead, I can wait.
Yep.
I got the counter pokes plenty of times, but I'm gonna wait here. I know how to play this character. Good up block here. Chat, you know I'm a fan of a player that up blocks.
I'm not gonna lie, whenever I'm not on the casting for the week, I do a little counter on the side of how many times you yelled at people to up block. And honestly, y'all need to listen because a lot of the times they are really good up block moments that lead to a whole lot of damage. But Matrix, he left no gaps, and he has played this matchup quite a bit, and you're seeing it play out here. Good low. No reason to just let it rock, let that time out. But CeeXDawg finally finding an opening. Yep. Goes into the dark stance, so see if he can keep the lockdown going.
Oh no, put yourself in a very bad position. Didn't get the confirm on the teleport. All right, nice, got our down 3 interrupt. Yo, I would have taken the bait for sure.
Yep. Matrix, doesn't go into the teleport or the dash. Matrix instead is going to commit to it though. That is a full combo.
Got stand switch too. Nice, get cursed.
And you had going for the EX wake up that time. Low hat forces the jump out, and he read it all day. Matrix has a great position right now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of work to do. Still on an extreme life deficit. Just needs to confirm and fatal blow.
These down 3s are finding their money.
No, doesn't get the full confirm. Here we go, the overhead. Yo, how many straight hits are we gonna take until we kill the opponent?
That conditioning was so good too.
Yeah.
How many? That was what, 3 for 3 on down 3s, and then low hat. You're thinking low. You can't. If you're not, you're crazy. And the overhead finally sneaks its way in at the end. That was so well played.
All right, jump out here. Another low hat, full screen situation. Big jump in 2. That was a jump 2.
CeeXDawg trying to play the full screen game, but so far that has not been a worry whatsoever for Matrix. He's always backed off. Anytime Sub-Zero armor's been up or he tries the zone, so I don't really care.
Ran right into it. It's your fault.
There's Oki. Keep him locked down, but Matrix just blocking it, letting it rock. But, you know, CeeXDawg has a chance to put himself on the board here. We're just going to break that, not even give him a shot to get a point on the board.
Good anti-air. No, was able to finish. Interesting. Oh, we didn't have a Sub-Zero set up for... Yeah, that would have been tough to finish that route.
You want to make sure you don't have the same thing that happened like last round here, 0-2. He's just finished having a round with a big lead get out of, just get out of hand. Matrix has slowed this down a ton, but he will, in fact, finish that one. That gives CeeXDawg a little bit of relief as he gets a point on the board.
Yeah, Matrix not too happy about that round here, but that's all right. We're going into another one.
Screen again. That time deciding to go in with the Heavenly Dash, but oh, the jump. All right, there we go. And the 4-3. Okay, hold up. Seems like CeeXDawg's starting to wake up a little bit.
Nice. We got the dash through, though. Low hat set up, but we're already armored up, so it's not going to get a lot of work for you.
Gonna walk right over it. Armor's still there, so the low hat meaning nothing.
All right, you try to get out of dodge, but unfortunately, the forward advancing pressure of Ashrah still going to catch Matrix after the dash through.
Matrix having a bit of a tough time keeping him out all of a sudden. CeeXDawg started figuring it out along the way. And this is why I genuinely enjoy this mirror. I don't like a lot of mirror matches overall because, like I said before, a lot of times they'll be very dominant one side. The Ashrah mirrors, though, they play them so differently.
Right.
And a lot of it based just on that cameo.
It's a fencing match. Ultimately is what it is, because they're both playing with those sword normals, trying to counter poke each other, and the complete control that the Sub-Zero cameo plays against Matrix right now, the timing of it is just immaculate for CeeXDawg, because you're coming at moments where Matrix thinks they're going to have that confirmed, able to rush down, but armor comes in and stops that, and Matrix has to think about it.
Armor shutting down the low hats repeatedly. It's making Matrix have to get walked down to the corner. Tries to go for the stand 2, see if he can get anything out of it, and goes for the low poke. So seems like Matrix starting to get back into that same game plan he had before, where he's getting a lot of lows in early on.
Just full screen situation here, trying to wind down the time here in that armor, but at the same time, CeeXDawg does get to build up a little bit of that cameo meter. It's going to be an endless resource of armor. Okay, got our dash through, was able to armor it up that time. Low hat interrupts the ice armor, so that's a beautiful opportunity for Matrix to continue this pressure, to continue the life lead. No confirm, but we follow through on the hit.
Literally on the cue of where you said the pressure gets up. Once you see Sub-Zero is out of play for a while, it's your time to rush, and that is up until you might actually lose the round off of this. He's not gonna die to this, but this is a whole lot of damage.
All right, both in a single touch situation. Matrix smashing a whole defense. CeeXDawg not pressing any button. Unless if CeeXDawg's on a hitbox, just tap it away late.
Throw 52, 521 damage. It gets you so close to the end, and CeeXDawg takes it after what was a pretty solid round for Matrix.
What do you do? Like, your game plan has been dismantled single-handedly by Sub-Zero armor.
Yeah, which is crazy because at the beginning, Sub-Zero armor was invalidated.
Yeah.
But that's just the adaptation coming in from CeeXDawg so far. Matrix is going to get a free full combo punish off of that dash right in front of him.
Now we're going for that mid-string game here. And it's honestly about who draws the sword poke first. And Matrix getting whiff punished time and time again by CeeXDawg on this one.
Ooh, sitting there waiting for that overhead for quite a bit. But Matrix is he's constantly getting out-poked. I mentioned it before, but he really, he can not only get his starters, but there we go, finally. We just talked about it a second ago. So the Sub-Zero one leads to a lot of damage, but this is also a lot of damage. His fatal blow is ridiculous.
There we go. I mean, that's a great opener. It was just immediate confirmed into the fatal blow. Like, we're not missing this opportunity. One touch is all we need, but the armor. The armor, you literally cannot. There it goes.
It does more. I thought that one was 490. That was 540 damage. That fatal blow is so ridiculous. And this match is crazy. It feels like we're already in a game 5 situation, but we're only in game 3, round number 3.
Another down one here. Low hat.
Giving each other a lot of respect. The dash into the down 3. That's a few down 3s in a row. That's 3 lows in a row. You know, 4. Overhead's coming soon. The throw is there. You know he's waiting for the opportunity to find that overhead. CeeXDawg needs to be very careful about when it happens. But instead, just going to get stand 2.
That's a beautiful stagger. Immediate break, though. And honestly, that's a good little victory for Matrix right there. There's no break opportunity for CeeXDawg anymore. No meter opportunity for damage.
that he is legit only gone low every single time. And CeeXDawg trying to go for the overhead himself. Matrix is just committed, saying, look, if you're not going to keep blocking down because you're too worried about the overhead, I'm going to keep getting my damage in.
All right, there we go. Got the stagger one more time here. Should get the game, and does. 2-1 lead right now for Matrix in what is a nail-biter of a set so far. Honestly, every single time, it's been about who goes to draw first on that far poke, and CeeXDawg has been taking the lead so consistently on that.
Bro, that round was like CeeXDawg being so scared of how he lost the other round because the late hit 4-3. And Matrix just kept going low, and he kept getting free damage because of it, and it worked out. All right, we're just getting.
I thought it was going to be Kung-Lao mirror for a second. Like, there's no way.
Like, there's no reason why you switch off Sub-Zero here, man.
Right. It's so crazy how like you think about approaching a matchup differently based on the cameo you're facing against, because it's given a full stop for Matrix. It seems like because of how often that armor has been able to succeed. And granted, like, I say succeed in like, all right, well, I'm full screen instead of armor. Well, does succeeds, but you see Matrix pursuing this pressure here. Doesn't want to get too far out of range to challenge that armor setup.
A little thing of note, too. Everybody talking about how Kung-Lao is gone because, you know, no more free watchings. All I'm saying is we're seeing quite a few Lao still do just fine with utilizing that full screen low. Right. Or using it as just a low setup. Right. So Lao looking... Lao's still looking just fine right now amongst everybody's picks.
All right, nice aerial pickup as well. Good. Honestly, at this point, you have to assume Matrix has found their stride.
CeeXDawg looking for the overhead. Keeping it going.
Tried the overhead. That was a safe opportunity there for Matrix to go for that call out.
CeeXDawg kind of shaking his head a little bit there, but every single round essentially has either been down to the wire or a very stressful one. So would not be surprised to see CeeXDawg try to bring this all the way back. And right now, he's already starting off the round with a very slight lead.
Oh, what are you reaching for? That was way too far away to go for a knee overhead right there. That was absolutely going to get counter-poked by CeeXDawg.
Matrix just trying to walk himself out of the corner, using Lao as much as possible, but the stand one, there is no shot for you to get anything going here.
All right, stagger pressure, there's your down one. Goes for the, I'm going to force you to stand on this overhead, get the low hat, nice open up, and a pickup from Matrix off Kung-Lao hat. Not an easy string to continue.
Not at all. And there's, here come the lows again, but tried to go for the empty jump, get a quick punish, but that's not going to be a combo. CeeXDawg has an opportunity to bring this to yet another game 3, or round 3 here.
Okay, that one poke. Good stand block. Get the jumping opportunity thanks to that Kung-Lao hack. Got a solid confirm off the stagger and the game. 3-1 victory for Matrix.
Of course, they were using Lao to keep that free pressure string going. It was safe on block. You got to just keep it going. Lao now is the mid-range poke tool, using the hat to back it up and then go in, because he's already got plenty of press frames for everything he's doing anyway, so he doesn't need Lao to succeed, but he can still use Lao in positions like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Another low. Ooh, big jump and like, jump 3 would have been nice in that situation here. You wouldn't have been able to get too much off of it, but at least you got that first hit bonus if you would have jumped 3 there.
Bro, I had flashbacks to Nomad dash cancels a second there. He did 3 of the the dashes in a row after 1 hit. It's like, hey, yo, Cabal, is that you? Right now, we're going to see a pretty dominant round coming in from Dragon after Crum snuck his way through, finally, with the low hat, like we said before.
Yes.
Everything is kind of starting to fall apart because Dragon just kept poking him back.
Back 4 right there. All right, nice. Got that stagger pressure in the corner too. Almost 50% life lead already. This
380 in the corner as well too. This damage is getting high and fast. But finally gets a jump out there. You need to get something going. Goes for the 4-3, but are ready for the throw. And, he's getting backed out quite a bit. This is the last thing Johnny wants to see. Oh, I think that hit.
Yes, it did. I mean, hey, I'll take that. Honestly, I'll take that. You want to break? That's fine. I'm still running this neutral game. But yeah, it seems so terrifying to try to make this approach as Johnny because of these sword normals. You're not anywhere near Ashrah to really be able to challenge consistently. Trying to go for the dark transformation does succeed, though.
Gave Dragon about 10 seconds to think about his actions and what he's going to do next. And Johnny Or just destroying the local equipment. Yeah. What did the producers do to deserve this?
That's an expensive camera. No wonder why Johnny's going.
Oh my God, the camera. Technically, the cameraman didn't survive because he stole the camera away from him. So you don't have the immunity of being the cameraman anymore in the world of Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, you know
the cameraman always survives.
Johnny Sareena.
I'm trying to remember outros because I'm pretty confident that is not the case for.
Oh wait, no, I think it's Nitara who actually attacks the cameraman.
Yeah.
Megan Fox attacking the cameraman. That's crazy. Well, we got game number 2 here with Ashrah and Johnny Cage coming back up to play. And I'm not, again, it was very textbook to the type of play we're used to seeing from Dragon, but Crum needs to do what Johnny does so well. For one, apparently round start kick.
Round start shadow kick. Hey, it worked.
Take that dub.
Good air combo. My God, 413 for that.
Damage is high with Sareena.
Pressure. Keep you guessing whether it's going to be high-low here.
So this is, in fact, one of the qualifiers to get into top 32 on the winner's side. I was curious about that. And on the opposite side of that is actually K7 Showoff who beat Rex a second ago. So we will be seeing later some Dragon potentially versus K7 Showoff unless Crum is able to start adapting and maybe he gets the matchup.
Dang. Knee, almost the overhead finisher. Good game, though.
Fight.
You see the Dragon back up immediately, just trying to outspace the kicks. Like, does he do it again? Maybe?
Yeah, that's the threat. And honestly, this Sub-Zero pick for Johnny right now, you're not going to get the safety as often. Like, the freeze is going to be the change, right?
Yep.
Whether or not you get freeze, but it's a big risk. Nice up block from Dragon here. It's going to be a big risk to go for freeze setup because that does leave Johnny very vulnerable if it doesn't connect.
Dragon getting the side switch ender with the dash, but the jump over from Crum, just saying I have no intentions of being in the corner. But Crum has to get something going here. He's gotten a couple times where he's gotten block started, but he hasn't been able to do much. Like right here, he gets his block string pressure, but Dragon either flawless blocks it or he just doesn't care and he's immediately ready to swing back.
It's just Ashrah out-zoning, or not out-zoning rather,
out-poking, really.
Out-poking Johnny in every instance of their interactions in neutral. It's just a complete dismantling of any attempt for Crum to try to steal back turn.
Yep.
And you do have your Sub-Zero set up, but it's just we're not seeing at all like
it's not like Crum's not finding his opportunities to get them too, because he's finding some windows to pressure, but the pressure hasn't been enough yet. Once you start making it so they're stuck in block, that's where Johnny's gonna win. And Dragon has found the gaps pretty much every time. If Crum can figure that out come game 3, we might see some more matches, but currently looking like Dragon might be taking this 3-0.
Yeah, honestly, the Sub-Zero pick is like, it's working in the fact that you're not going to have to worry about Sareena, you're not going to have to worry about the fireballs from Ashrah, but again, you lose on a Johnny pressure, which that is going to be key in this matchup. You have to keep, nice jump over, but not going to get that full punish.
Okay, empty jump over to a throw, you take your damage where you can. And I like what Dragon's doing here, putting out a bunch of projectiles in the wall. You either dash in and you go for an EX kick, and the distance he was at, he was ready to hit it.
Yeah. 341 again, stagger pressure off stand ones.
Goes for the overhead finisher there, hoping he was holding down on block. You can't, the block strings haven't been enough, so now it's time to find an opener where you can. But for Crum, now down on his last round here.
The stagger into throw. Yep, that's a guessing game you got to play against Johnny. Do you commit to the low? Do you commit to overhead? Or you reset for a throw and just reset to more pressure?
Honestly,
it's all pressure.
I say at this point, it needs to just be all pressure. Anywhere where you can.
Oh no.
I like the delay on that too. Sometimes people, they always go for it right away, but Crum was boxing back. He had the down one already out.
Yeah, but that's the message there that you download from that interaction, is that Dragon knows Crum's afraid. Like, Crum is not pressing any buttons on that interaction. Great, I can get away with way more than I thought.
We're gonna get Sub-Zero up.
Ooh, good jump in though.
No follow-up. I figured maybe he'd go for go for the kick to push him towards the corner, but still, you gotta eat 300 plus here. Never drops. He's actually just 405, and that should be the round. He's got Fatal Blow available to him if he wants to just finish it with that. There it is.
3-0 victory for Dragon here, and you know, big shout out to Crum though for trying to find a solution in another cameo, which does pay off. But again, like like I said earlier, you're sacrificing so much of that Johnny pressure that he is known for. That's for that
I've been
plus
waiting
pressure.
for that, by the way. Yeah, no, I've been wondering when the Johnnies were going to start playing Goro, because Goro is just, he does everything they were all doing with Lao already. Like, it's the same game plan. So we're going to see the Goro come out here. It's all about keeping your turn the entire time. But again, don't sleep. That right there in particular, the ice clones are very good at locking down Johnny.
Yeah, so I mean, like, it's going to be like a nice little projectile that goes grounded, shuts down the opponent. The slide definitely get punished. Don't you be doing that point blank.
Don't do that point blank in front of Johnny Cage.
I don't care if it's armor. Don't do that.
You're gonna eat 30. You're gonna eat a lot of damage. Don't do it. It's never your turn.
All right, down one interrupt here.
Right now, for the entirety of Silverhand's game plan is trying to get out, start getting those back 3 pokes in right there, so he can get those lows and sneak in that very slow overhead. But when it hits, it does a good chunk.
Yeah, I mean, it's another consistent route, right? Because consistency is important in MK1, but this is the matchup that you're going to be playing against here. Like, you know for a fact that Sub-Zero wants to open you up on lows because the slide is going to be huge. Also, the back 3 starter, but you want to try to open up with these overhead opportunities, to your point, to get the bigger damage that Sub-Zero is capable of. Plus, Ice Clone is also such a threat going for the down back 1, right? To set that situation up. You also gain opportunity, especially ending strings with Ice Clone that would be otherwise punishable.
All right, Sub-Zero's in the chat. I apologize for my sins. I decided to hype up this character prior to him fighting a really good Johnny Cage. So go ahead and proceed to go right back to the asking for buffs.
Ooh, wait a minute. Goodness, that was some reach on that stand too.
Oh, wait a minute. Triple EX kick into Goro looks like it's confirmable on a follow-up string. That's actually kind of OD. But I never ever noticed until just now that Johnny goes behind him and records him on his phone when the cameo's in the throw. That is literally the first time I just noticed that. That is great. This man is all about the content and he's ready for it. But Silverhand, he's going to need to try and figure something out. Sneaks in the low at the end there,
All right, got that corner carry. And back to the East Coast we go with absolutely no turn available for Silverhand. Yeah, we got the threat of armor slide, but that got blocked the one time. We're not seeing it again. And pretty straightforward, just going for stand strings. We're not really trying to mix things up. We only had the one back 3 opportunity. Overhead's not coming out at all either. So if we're going to commit to highs, I'm not getting a whole lot out of the Sub-Zero set. You're putting up threats that aren't established yet.
Yeah, that is the 3rd time he finally went for overhead, but he's 1 for 3 on it right now.
Yeah.
And once again, Sub-Zero's in the chat. I'm so sorry. Buff Sub-Zero. Buff him. Buff him. Question mark? Actually, do we want to buff Sub-Zero? Other question mark? I don't know. Right now, looking very solid from KingGambler. He's keeping him locked down. From this position, actually you could just chill back.
Yeah, that's the thing. Going for these clone setups, I think, is your play. You're trying to make it a nightmare scenario for KingGambler to close the gap. You don't want KingGambler to get in your face, especially too, like Goro is going to be a threat. You're going to have those plus frame opportunities, but you've lost ground to run away. That's the problem here in this match right now, is that now Johnny gets the pressure. Johnny's exactly where he wants to be, and Sub-Zero needs to find an open. Nice! All right, got a back throw. They have all the room in the world with Sareena to keep you locked down in the corner.
But Goro there, that's the name of the game. You think it's your turn, but it never really is. It keeps you locked down. That's actually a big part of Sub-Zero's game plan for so long that he's got to kind of deal with a taste of his own medicine.
Okay, Ice Clone. Nice little setup here with the low, but we got a couple pass-throughs.
Yeah, just get out of the corner. As long as you were getting away from back 3 clone shenanigans in the corner, you essentially take away his win con. You had to break there. You're already down around.
And with anti-air, another back 2. Go for the push back away. Down 1 interrupt. Yeah, these full strings, you don't have anything keeping you safe with 16 seconds left on the clock. Gambler looking to close out in just a moment. Yeah, uppercut follows through.
That's checkmate too. At that point, he was so locked in the block string that the Goro was going to guarantee it was still enough time to get rid of that 100-ish damage or so purely off a chip. So KingGambler, he's not really known for actually playing real risky. Like, it doesn't play to the name. He plays very consistent and very safe, and he's done an amazing job at shutting down Silverhand because of it.
Yes. Yep, tries to go for down 3 just to make sure that Sub-Zero doesn't get the pressure after that. That's another thing. Silverhand does Sub-Zero setups and watches what Gambler's doing.
Yep.
What it should be is that you do a setup and then you keep pressuring behind it to force a decision from the opponent. Because the tool is not strong on its own.
Yeah, Silverhand not gonna get that back to who he was looking for again, so he's gonna eat 300 damage for his shovels. And even though it's been primarily on the right, similar outcome on the left, getting locked down, and he's forced to break early.
And Gambler, stoic, not needing to boot because it's not been established what Silverhand's offense is. Gambler doesn't have to do anything because you've not showcased what you are capable of as a threat yet.
This is textbook shut down right now from KingGambler. Silverhand hasn't been able to answer it yet. Actually, Goro not there to shut that down, but at most it was a down one poke that didn't lead to anything, so KingGambler gets to keep his point.
Stagger there, nice. Got the knee set up, also a star power set up here. Yo, the delay nut punch to restart it.
Oh. KingGambler's looking for I think he's looking for like the 500 damage shrink. He purposely was not going for any safe damage.
That was the first confirm that finally Silverhand was able to get. Air combo does drop though.
Okay. Go. He's gonna eat about 340 or so off of this and gets corner, so.
Nice. Got the Sareena, sits on top of Ice Clone, but full screen range. That's where you go for back twos. That's where you go for Ice Cold Fist. The slide does work out here.
Interrupts the back two to go for the low slide. Where is he at? He's at, yeah, you had to break. I didn't realize he had enough beater for break.
Nice up block. That was the safe bet there. See, again, you're going for these setups, but you don't have anything followed up. When KingGambler decided to backdash this Johnny in front of your Ice Clone, go for your own Ice Clone. You had the life lead chip away.
Oh, he's got one at least on the board right now. He did take advantage of the fact that KingGambler was trying to style. So, hey, maybe there's something that happens from here, but currently he's already in about that will now be that 30% that he's taken on his health bar, all from pure lockdown.
Oh, knee. Stagger pressure again, down one interrupt.
All right, the slides are starting to find a mark out a little bit more here. Never, ever wakes up with a kick. I agree with you. At this point, you need to pressure because the clones are just not getting, he's just not getting hit by any of them.
Yeah, you really, again, no offense has been established here from Silverhand, so Gambler can just relax. Gambler sits back, waits for you to slide, waits for you to set up with an unsafe string because Gambler knows at this point. Yep, there you go, there you go.
That's what you need. That's how you make the mix-ups happen. However, though, yeah, that is a brutality territory.
Important, and now that that is said and done, here we are continuing on. Florida coming in strong for this one here with Havik. We don't see too much of lately, and you're right. Probably the strongest representation here. Matrix we saw earlier. We'll see how the setup works with Stryker on board on top of it, too.
I like it, too, because this is something that they were actually doing early. Having that restand full screen available to them is working really well. The grenades helped, and also Havik's a character that doesn't let you have a turn a lot because of that right there. The Blood Orbs will pop you up, and if you are too reckless, Stryker will come in and hit you with the grenades.
Yeah, very difficult character to deal with. The forward advancing normals do help things out tremendously. Look at that, the Haymaker coming in with grenades to keep it safe.
One thing that worked really well for Matrix earlier was how well he was able to kind of out-poke everyone with Ashrah, and his neutral game is very solid. So utilizing Sareena actually for the single blade, I think it's the right call in this matchup because it stops Havik from ever setting up any of those orcs.
Yeah, that's a fair point here. Got single blade, keep the pressure going one more time here. Going for up gore ball. More consistently here, just to prevent Ashrah from jumping over the regular fireball here. You try to condition the opponent to stay grounded here. And it's not going to pay off that single Sareena blade like you're mentioning.
That's looking phenomenal in this matchup right now. It's actually checking him for full screen, which of course you want to be able to get your walkdowns because you want nothing to do with being next to Havik. All of a sudden you're in the you're in the guaranteed 50-50 game of having that command grab attached to you.
And God forbid he rips his arm off, armors up, and starts beating you with it. Like that is a territory you don't want to be in. Warp through, nice reversal punish here. Guaranteed combo to go. Never mind, the armor through, good stuff.
It's all a guessing game. Do they aggressively wake up or do they not? And Stryker helps make you have to do something, otherwise you're taking the command throw every time from the next snap.
All right, nice aerial pickup here. Good, like 300. Can't jump this one, a little bit too close now. And nice whip punish from Matrix, immediate break from Toxin.
And I can't really stress enough how perfect Matrix is playing this matchup.
Yes.
There's not much that Toxin can do from full screen now, which means he has to play the mid-range game against Ashrah of all people.
Absolutely. I mean, it's much more cleaned up than what we saw earlier from Matrix, right? Very consistent. I mean, not an Ashrah mirror, right? So we are now warmed up, ready to go, especially at this point in a top 32 situation here. First game for Matrix.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen somebody play that comfortable against Havik like at all yet. There's so few that you see, but when they show up, they hurt. BeyondToxin, though, is an incredibly smart player. Been around the block for a long time. Always plays characters that are very similar to his name.
Right.
Toxic. We've seen that from the Scarecrow and company in the past. Havik has the damage, but how do you get in is the big question that he's going to have to solve here in game 2. And so far, that is working out very well. Okay, he did actually spend the bar, so it's now time to guess. And once again, Matrix playing around the down 1, gets out with the EX dash, and he's not letting him get it.
Stack of pressure. Ooh, yeah, got caught. That's the, you said that's the back 3 right from Ashrah. It's eluding me right now with the sword poke low.
Yes. Constantly going for low pokes repeatedly, and multiple next snap option. Of course, you got the throw as well. Good blocks once again for a moment, but that's sneaking in overhead from Stryker. We talked about it before, very fast.
Yes.
It's hard to react to.
Absolutely here.
And there's what we do, you know, solution solved. Game 1 is only one game. It's all about collecting data.
Oh no, committed to the up block right there. And that's a free combo here for Toxin. Great call out. Nice grenade setup. Another gore ball right in your face.
I like how he's, even though he's not getting anything out of these lows, it's all about setting up that big overhead.
Yes.
That's where a lot of damage comes in later. Very similar actually to that of Ashrah.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, nice anti-air opportunity, but a little bit too far. It's still able to course correct there by letting it fall a little bit longer than usual.
Got 300 damage essentially out of that too. That's a great pickup. Maximizing that situation.
Got that back 3, counter poke. Oh, caught swing a little bit too early there from Toxin. I mean, that was a safe bet. Matrix does usually pull back before the confirm hits.
And the Matrix, once again, establishing that range is not for you to play.
Right.
Sareena will beat that every single time. It's a literal, that is a matchup check and a half.
All right, full bars on both sides here. Final round in game 2.
Look how fast that comes back to. So it forces BeyondToxin's hand to move forward, but he did get corner position. It's a big opportunity to put on some huge damage.
I think we might have been able to down 2 on that approaching haymaker from Havik, but still risky because it might have been active right there.
Tried to commit off the low to see if he could get a big combo started that time. That's not 2 successful throws though, and he gets the opener. Yeah, Matrix not trying to have any of that.
I wouldn't either. We're about at a 50% life deficit right here. It's time to start fighting back. Dark stance does apply. Another haymaker open.
Ooh, that was perfectly spaced too. This is gonna equal about 350 if I remember correctly. Yeah, 358, and there it is. This is the round if he does not have breaker available for it.
I do love how Toxin saved it for the next interaction, remembering from the last game that the armor teleport was going to keep that safe. And I just double-checked here real quick, too. The last Havik I can recall at a major event was Stryker at CeeXDawg.
Yep.
And that is it. Like, we don't really see Stryker or Havik that often.
BeyondToxin, if I remember correctly, did go to ECT.
Right,
but
right.
got kind of shut down a little early.
Right.
Because everyone, well, for one, a lot of people weren't ready for some matchups, especially Geras, which many people were not ready for. Gur is in the building today, so we'll definitely see some of that.
Ooh, a little bit of hesitation right there from Matrix. I want to do next, expecting a retort of some kind from BeyondToxin.
BeyondToxin going for the head split, and it sneaks
right through, actually. That's the first one that we've seen from Toxin in this set.
We might see more of those, actually, now that that was the successful option.
Plus, grenades low.
Of course, you got to watch out for when it comes around back to the other side. A lot of times people try to steal the turn back, but you have that flush Stryker. It's just your turn is forfeit, let it rock. If you eat the throw, you eat the throw.
Exactly. What goes around comes around in the case of Havik here. The chaos ensues.
Quite literally, that's the entirety of his playstyle. Luckily for him, he was actually in a bit of stagger damage there, so nothing really came of that grenade.
Nice, got the overhead throw.
A little surprised to see that breaker there because he's so low, but it's also Ashrah. If you get it hit confirm right now, that damage is going to, he's only about 10% off of actually killing with it.
Go. Trying to gore ball to come through. Yeah, we could just keep zoning. You have that massive life lead. There's no need to overextend. No need to put yourself in the sweet spot of Ashrah's pressure.
That was the one time too where BeyondToxin was actually able to win the zoning war because he forced Matrix to not be able to make a mistake. So you can't just keep throwing out Sareena because you eat one of those hits, it's over.
Let's throw. Oh, no jumping out here. Not able to get a full conversion off that gore ball, but it's about the next layer setup here. And this one is huge.
That's incredible. He kept it. That was his turn. Oh yeah, you backed up. You gotta eat that hit. Can confirm full screen as well. Well, it's been his turn for like a solid 20 seconds. Matrix has not played the game in a long time.
Ooh.
Finally wakes up with it.
All right, there's your first fireball. Great positioning for Matrix right now as well, but down 3. You have to respect the Stryker ambush though. Golly, another counter hit, big pickup here.
That's gonna be the round right there, man. We talked about it. BeyondToxin, that game 1, yes, was getting kind of checked. That's only one game. Eventually, he's gonna figure it out and adjust. And you see Matrix with his hands on his head, wondering what in the hell I need to do, because before it was all about stopping all of the fireballs.
Right.
Now, I can't even keep them out.
All it took was the pulse line of Gore balls to really change things up. It's so much of this matchup too. I'm watching the Gore ball, and that is not what I need to pay attention to. And I can only imagine what it's like on the receiving end as a player to be in that situation. Like, I get caught watching the ball, but Havik is still making that approach. Or Stryker appeared out of nowhere. It's constant. Watch the birdie, the visual noise really throwing off your defensive game. Potentially Scorpion was there, but we do have Kung-Lao hovering.
Of course, Scorpion gives you better throw combos, so if you want to get the throw, you can get the pop back up.
Yeah.
That's a big damage thing when it comes to Ashrah. We mentioned it earlier, Ashrah could pick like 5 different cameos and find success, so it's all about the matchup. And it maybe will be the Lao as a different check because it'll go underneath.
Yeah. I like the trades on Lao. Like, if you would have went Lao, that would have been great because you would have gotten the trades off of every single Gore ball. A guarantee, like, all right, cool, I'm going to get this hit and challenge you a lot better than what Sareena could. Which is interesting because we only got single Sareena disc, not the double, so not easy confirms.
Yeah, never wanting to use double for the sake of
Until
always
now.
other than just now, which is pretty smart too. Is game 4, you got to change it up.
All right. All right.
Oh, he's going
teleports out.
aggro.
Yeah.
He's actually getting really aggressive to start things off here.
Interesting. Okay, there we go. But there's the poke.
Oh,
but too
no,
far.
a little too far away off the uppercut, so that's going to give BeyondToxin the turn back, and also that's another bar spent too, so you can just keep chasing.
All right, overextension from Toxin here. See if we can make the most of it. Yeah, that's 393. Let's go.
They come back to single blades, but BeyondToxin seeing through it, getting the roll up. Stryker guaranteeing that you have to eat this right here. We're going to get another 200 or so, but it's not so much the damage, it's about the corner.
Yeah. Got that ground bounce there. Hard knockdown. Keep it safe. Stacker pressure. Down 1 does get the call out here of the jump away from Toxin.
That is multiple times now. Matrix has found that opener, so that is consistent free damage that's equaling about 400 each. That means you only need to win neutral 3 times to go ahead and take out a round, and that looked much better there for Matrix.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Check the pupils for dilation here.
Oh, the low high with the, well, unfortunately for him, it wasn't really much because it was just Stryker finding a poke. Still a little bit of damage though.
Ooh. Goes for a little teleport. Nice down 3. Too far away to punish though, which is nice, right? Down 4, down 3 is always like a nice pick because it does push the opponent enough away that you're not necessarily going to get whip punished every time.
I did not realize that he had combo pop-ups like that. I forgot that that's what we saw from Stryker actually back at, wait, no, it was just Stryker who was playing him, but somebody else who was using the Stryker cameo. Now I'm just getting, now I'm lost. I'm in a different era right now.
Curse you, Stryker, in your name!
We're going to see yet another closeout, and BeyondToxin definitely figuring out Matrix as this match has progressed, and he is 1 round away from making his way to winner's side for top 16.
Nice down 3 to low profile. The Gore ball. Good toward escape.
Nice back up, too, to make sure he catches the jump in. Nothing coming of it for Matrix. No bar spent there for the grab, but doesn't matter, though.
Good challenge and awareness that Sareena's only throwing the 1 pizza, not 2. We out. Good roll punish.
We out. Where the hell you think you're going? Oh, that's going to be another 200 right here. And essentially 1 more guess per game.
Strong lead for Toxin in this round, potentially the entire set.
Oh, that headvancing normal is so
okay.
good. He needed that. He's got Fatal Blow. That'll cut that health right in half if he gets it confirmed.
That should have been the double Sareena, and it's so hard because you didn't know that you were going to get that confirm opportunity. All right, mid-screen situation here. Does get that full challenge. There's your poke. That's what we wanted earlier when we dropped it. Not going to commit to a Fatal Blow quite yet. Just needs 1 more touch.
Jumped over to 4-3,
no.
But yeah, that's the round right there. BeyondToxin taking it with the head nod. Feeling good about that. It was from Ashrah and Sareena, and on the right, Kenshi's new BFF and Bihan is always making the job get done. And we get to start things off here with another one of these stacked matches from top 32.
All right, stand 2, nice ice confirm here from K7. Cross under confirm as well. The classic Sento setup with a grip, a damage 430 round start. Plus, think about the benefit that you get on top of it. You're getting an extra bar for that first hit. Kenshi is pretty well set, but unfortunately going to get shut down by the Sareena assist and also locking down Sento.
I like what Dragon's actually doing there. He's constantly dashing to hit Sento and using the single blade, very similar to what we saw a while ago, to shut it down.
All right, good confirm follow up here. Got the stagger pressure. Take to this guys with armor down back 3.
Yo, Dragon is moving with Ashrah, though. Most of the time, we see everybody hanging out in light stands forever, but Dragon is utilizing those dashes non-stop. That said, all that movement was cute, but the round goes to K7.
Great fatal blow opportunity here. Nice, solid confirm. Yeah, really trying to get K7 to try to bite on some of that teleportation pressure there, because traditionally you're going to challenge right after the initial teleport because nobody's doing it again. But that's the mind game that you play in MK.
Yep. As I said, it gives me a lot of shades of like other rushdown style characters, and Dragon's making it work. But one thing, he can't. He's got to get a hit first. K7 Showoff doesn't drop any of his combos, so you can't afford to get hit. That's why Dragon's starting to go a little more zoner based now.
All right, stagger pressure does open up one more time. It's interesting because Dragon definitely knows a thing or two about zoner style, playing Sentry on an MK11, so here we are.
Reminding me of that. What a time. You know, like you said, though, Dragon is just very good understanding of that. And big punish here on the up block. Going to go ahead and push him straight back to the corner.
Down one interrupt here. Will shut down. Nice micro duck here from K7. Stagger pressure does build up here. And no more Sento, so now it's all on Kenshi to hold the corner.
Good block, slow. He's saying, I'm just holding down. You have to do something to me. And he might reveal, maybe if he's got the reactions to forward 3, who knows. But he didn't really, he still hasn't given up this space.
No, not at all. Good flawless from Dragon here. That's going to be a very key factor leading into these final few hits. Stagger pressure still chipping away.
I actually like the fact that he put armor up because that stopped any potential attempts that he had to poke and put the blade out to try and back him off. But it was all on the dash at the end, and Dragon does not let that round get away from him.
All right, overhead comes through. Oh, Jesus. Overhead does pop.
Saving the breaker for it, too. Don't let yourself take 300 for free in that position. However, you got to take 300 anyways.
That's unfortunate. K7 thinking that Dragon was going to commit to the teleport. Dragon with a quick cancel is still able to get that anti-air.
K7 Showoff, he's been locked down pretty hard.
Yeah.
A majority of this match since game number 1.
That's unblocked. No follow-ups to do after, and good. Got the stagger pressure again. Able to open up. Can we go back to character? The traditional. That's Havik. Force of Havik.
It is a force of Havik because everybody's so used to doing that. But that is.
But it's so used to doing it in a completely other game. We've been playing this game long enough. That's not in here.
It's been,
but it's still ingrained in your muscle memory.
It's been a couple months now. It's time to let go. K7 Showoff, of course, not going to take that breather. Looked like he maybe would go back, but this is somebody who we've seen pretty exclusively play a lot of Kenshi right now, so not too surprised to see him even consider going there to fake the idea he would switch.
Sareena pressure coming through, of course. Got that solid confirmed pickup.
Gonna have to eat 415 off of that, and this damage has been so consistent for Dragon. Not to mention these block strings have just, he's been getting a solid like 10% each time he puts them in the block string.
Right.
That's gonna be a big confirm. You decided to. Oh yeah, that's a round regardless though. Now he goes into game number 2, or round number 2 here without any bar. He does at least still have Sub-Zero, but the zoning matchup really hasn't been that big of a deal, so the armor not doing that much.
Ooh, nice low with the down 3. Yeah, avoiding that stand 1 there from Dragon. The pickup, no follow through.
Bro, his spacing is insane. Yeah. Like, every single time, it's at max distance to whiff punish K7 Showoff.
And Ashrah just is built to be able to follow up right after. I mean, it is in her style of play. Good lift, and Sento to back it up and still able to set the sandwich. We'll be looking at another 400.
It's about guessing right now, and he just knows the gaps. He does not let him keep him locked down for too long. So the damage is getting in there when K7 can't actually get a hit,
Yeah.
but it's been so hard to get those hits.
What an interrupt there from K7.
Just getting back. Well, you're both fighting with swords, and you got backhanded in the face. Stop it.
Good block in the overhead. Nice. Got the flawless right there, but go chipping away. You are out of meter. K7 trying to survive. That's a 2-0 lead right now for Dragon.
Dragon playing as pristine and kind of perfect to the degree we're used to seeing from him over the years. K7 Showoff, of course, champion in multiple titles and very strong candidate to get a W against Dragon. But right now, he has a lot to think about here, Zero, as he goes back to the character select screen. And what do you think is on his mind and how he needs to approach this match? Because Dragon has been playing phenomenally.
Yeah, it's interesting because as much zoning that we've seen for Dragon to try to close this gap, you would think that Sub-Zero is that play, right, as far as cameo assist goes. I don't think we switched from Kenshi necessarily. I think we're really trying to assess that neutral game and how we're getting outpoked and what can we use to supplement that scenario or even better ourselves in that situation here.
Yep.
Oh, maybe we do. The Reiko to zone right back.
You can see the contemplation in his face, too. Like, even when he moved, he was kind of second-guessing the thought.
Yeah.
But this is
with
super,
Tremor.
Yeah, this is
because
super
there's a
interesting.
really solid setup with Tremor here from what I've seen on the Twitterverse out there. Some players really exploring this matchup in particular. You're about to see why, because if I remember correctly, Reiko gets a solid setup with Tremor in, I'm trying to remember which stance it was, and we're probably going to see it here in just a moment from K7. Yeah, there it is, Crystalline change.
I assume if probably has something to do with the launcher off of maybe one of his throws, but I personally haven't seen it yet, so I'm very curious. But we got some big damage coming in, and there we go. That's actually, oh, it knocks him right back down in front of you too for a guaranteed high-low.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, that's kind of dirty. Fortunately for him, nothing really came of it, but like the pressure, keeping him locked down, and being able to react a little bit better to those the dashes too on Wake Up might help.
Try to phase right through the shuriken, and that's tough, especially on an enhanced shuriken. Nice micro duck from K7.
K7 Showoff trying to have General Shao's biggest fanboy get a dub on the board if he possibly can. And Dragon, even with that amount of damage he's staring down, the biggest fearful factor is that fatal blow sitting there. Because he's now at 500, now sub 50, you can die.
Yeah, I mean, the flawless blocks from K7 has been immaculate right now. Negating the chip damage, negating the meter buildup, but already Dragon at 3-bar meter, so at best you're avoiding chip. And these shuriken are definitely going to be a problem.
Remember, you can't duck the enhanced ones. They will hit you because of the couple extra shots. So that takes away everything you want.
As long as you don't get hit by fatal blow, you're totally fine. Yeah, there you go.
That was perfect execution on defense. He had the lead. He never overextended. He didn't rush in, and if he got hit once, he died for it. So. Great defense from Showoff.
Literally defense, no notes for K7 on that round at all. Like the flawless blocking, again, was key to that round. Nice dunk. Crystalline set up again.
A little bit too far away to go ahead and get the follow-up, but hey, so far, the Reiko is looking really good, at least here in this first game.
What an up block. Even K7 taken back by that one. Lean back in the chair, say, excuse me, my bad.
Oh no, this is not what you want to see. The way Dragon's been playing, it's almost like Johnny Cage with a sword. The way that he's constantly been poking everyone down.
That's a very great comparison,
It's frightening to think about. I don't like that that's a reality we're living in right now.
Good stagger pressure one more time. The overhead you tried to challenge. No commitment from Dragon quite yet there. But the down one to finish out the round. And this is essentially match point here for Dragon.
Dragon trying to go ahead and finish off his plate that he had started, but the jumping right around the Sareena blade.
That was extremely fortunate that at that moment Dragon had summoned Sareena, because for the most part it's been up block or anti-air.
Yep. Get our down threes in, try and get something going. And then you see that health melts away as you eat more of those shurikens. So you can only do that for so long.
Yeah. Nice stand three.
Walking them back once again. Not being reckless, but
yeah, missed the duck right there. That was actually supposed to be a duck attempt, and we did not get that.
Showoff has well, not 3 bars anymore. I say he had opportunities to break any big damage that might come his way.
And Shuriken does match up with this here. Tries to jab out the teleport. Doesn't overcommit to it. It's just a quick 1-2. to try to get that confirmed if Dragon shows it. The back step into back 3.
That was so clean.
Yeah.
You have to break there. Here comes Hulk. But one more mistake from K7 Showoff, and that is going to be the round. Dragon is playing the best way you can right now. You just back up. Bro, he just really just ran in.
I said, that's how I'm going in.
Yep. And then just...
Okay.
Oh, that's actually,
I mean,
that's
that's
like
normal.
awesome, actually.
Yeah, that's normal.
That was actually like way nicer than
But
before.
who takes over?
You know, that's wild. Damn, they really went from like beefing to BFFs in like 2 minutes. All right, we're gonna got game number 1 here of Gur versus Full Auto.
That's one time capsule set up here for Gyris. Keep count, folks.
That's
need
the
a 3 count.
That's the fearful thing to deal with. And of course, Gyris, no slouch to playing the full screen game. He's got the ability to catch you with those the sandblasts and the low hats. You're kind of locked down in your position. But the short hop air fireballs are a check to that.
Absolutely. You know what I would love for Gyris? If they added a time cap, like an hourglass, like above his meter, just exclusive for Gyris, so you could count how many. That'd be nice.
I'm actually kind of surprised that's not there. Like, I wish we did have that.
There's a couple characters that do have that, like countdown type install. So, but either way.
Big request. All right, high-low time. Well, actually, on the other side, too, Gyris is yet another also high-low mixed machine. So dealing with that can be kind of frightening. We're going to go ahead and just say you didn't do that.
I never participated in that timeline. This is me. All right, low hat. Another hourglass here for you.
Gyris quite literally acting different at all times. Like, oh, that's crazy. Let's go ahead and just rewind that thought real quick. I believe that is now 2 stocked up. Of course, a lot of damage comes in from Sindel, and I think intentionally dropping the rest of that string to see if he could bait out the rewind, which never happened.
No.
Round 2.
With 11 seconds left on that round, too. Very interesting. Okay.
Not too surprised in this matchup. It's so you have to be so careful about where you pick and choose your moments, and Full Auto understanding entirely. Don't box with Gyris. You're gonna eat so much damage.
Good respect on the time stop, too.
You play it
Just jump 3. Yep. Don't forget about the float. That's 2 for 2 now.
Jump
but
3, landing with the perfect plan 2 in heals. That's a 10 out of 10 score.
Yeah. A little early drop. Huh? What?
Back 2. Oh yeah, good throw tech actually. He hadn't gone for that just like at all yet. So establishing early. He's not gonna let him get away with that.
Well, Shaker does catch the dome. Good pickup from Gur with the time stop. Let's get that extra damage. Twice.
All the way up to corner 2, blocking the overhead. Very smart, letting it rock.
Good low block.
Very, very close game so far right now.
Absolutely. Low for low exchange here. Already took to the skies, but a beautiful overhead does connect with the counter hit.
Yeah, if you want to keep this round potentially in your favor, you had to break there. That was such a big punish on the back 2. For the sweep, won't find it though. You know, considering this is a time-based character, we are seeing quite a few times where we're going to see this rounds go to time.
Yeah, I mean, 10 seconds left here, and Full Auto with a life lead. Just barely, though. That's gone. That is gone.
That's crazy. Yo, Gert popping up in the seat, too. Perfect reaction to the teleport over, put the boot down, and get the fatal blow. There will be no time to be had here. By the way, one of the coolest fatal blows in the entire game. He made your greatest op yourself, actually crushing you into your own head. That's insane.
Yeah. I want you to see a vision of the future, because it's going to be your past.
All right, here we go, though. That's a really good spot to stop that. You do not want to get corner carried over and take all that damage. Already got a couple stocked up.
All right, nice. Got the cartwheel. Does armor up here. The dive kick.
Not ready, though. Looks like he was actually trying to call out the cameo.
Yeah.
So, gotta let that rock for a second.
Snap your fingers. No steps yet.
2-step.
Oh, jeez, the mid-fireball does actually work out.
She is indeed doing it all by herself over on the other side. Now, finally, gonna get that jump in. Gonna eat about 400 here. Just short.
Overhead. Tough to react to that overhead. You don't think it's coming. Another command.
Overhead again. No, decided to go low with the fireball.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so hard to deal with Gyris in the corner. It's like one of the worst positions to be in the entire game.
Jesus, the Sand NATO.
What do you even do? You just watch your health slowly go down until you can get to Sub-Zero, but at this point, the damage is there.
Oh, dive kick does get blocked. Don't punish quite yet. Tries to get down one, and still quick float from Full Auto. The chip away does work. Gur with the 1-0 lead right now.
Gur is always just like ecstatic. This man is a menace. He's so good. So hard to deal with that because, again, this is a very similar situation to BeyondToxin thing the other day. I mean, not the other day, the other round. Oh my God. How often do you fight Gears at this level? The answer is not very often at all.
Yeah.
Fight.
Well, of course, Full Auto in a similar position. There's a few Sindells out there, but Full Auto, of course, one of the best representatives of that in the game right now. Like Gur playing very well in the long range game. He's perfectly content with going to time without rushing in.
Down one, interrupt to that command grab. And forcing the jump up, too. I do like this layering, right, from Gur. You have the low hat, you force the jump, go for Sand Nado to try to catch anti-air. You're forcing Full Auto to dodge your offense and not give Full Auto the opportunity to start one. Nah, I didn't see that happen.
Yeah, could it be me? I ain't no snitch. Right now, we're going to go ahead and pull him right back down to the floor. That is such a brutal throw. What? 200 damage for free, getting another stock up. Tries to go for the overhead, but back one is going to get a full combo punish out of that.
All right, nice. Got our freeze, snap the fingers, and still able to extend this combo. Good God. 393
standing
reset.
too.
Yeah.
All right, still back to lead, but this is 30 seconds on the clock. There is a lot of time. But the call out and when he would go for the time, he had to do that.
Oh, nice armor through. Yep, trying to steal it with Lush Shaker and does. That's a round from Full Auto.
Very smart. Multi-hit, make sure any wake-up option is getting checked. If you try to fatal blow, it's getting checked as well.
Nice armor with low fireball here. And so the projectile's not going to work out, even Sand Nado.
Full Auto playing comfortably for full screen. Sub-Zero is available if he decides to go ahead and pop that armor on at any time, which we're going to see right now.
Nice.
Why does that confirm?
Because it should.
Why?
I mean, look at the max range.
Why, though?
Look, that back one is immaculate, okay?
That was ridiculous. Scream coming in, of course, one of the most consistent combo extenders for Sindel over the years, but that one I didn't expect to happen.
Damn. All right, nice. Take it to the skies here for an excellent pickup. And with the grab, let's go.
All right, Gur slowly working his way back into the match. It is a decent deficit on health, but it is not an insurmountable one at all.
Don't worry about the zoning game here. Working out in favor for Gur right now.
What a call out on that, too, and you had to break. That is not something you want to be dealing with at that moment.
That's fatal blow territory now. All right, so you have to be so cautious here while you're zoning. Got the low fireballs here. Gur trying to make that solid approach with the ducking underneath these Sindel fireball.
Yeah, he's just like trying to make sure he does not get caught on another teleport in. A Full Auto has the life lead. That's 10 seconds available for Gur to snag, just kind of snag one away like last time.
Oh, wait, no!
Oh my God, 2 times he tried to play the full screen game, and with sub 10 seconds on the clock, Gur finds the opening and closes it out with a fatal blow.
To seal the deal, all he had to do was run, and it was... You see Full Auto doing that, but somehow, some way, Gur confirms off a single straight hit time and time again.
I smell a character switch if he loses this round to Ashrah. I think I would be frustrated as hell after that. That standing one's gonna come through, get that big anti-air, eat about just barely 200. But the fact is, he is consistently stopping Full Auto from getting anything started now.
Full screen stun up here does have the armor activated, so we don't have to deal with fireball game.
Trying to get that float in, but gonna get cut off. Just literally cut it out. Put your shoes off. Leave them at the door. Back to combo extender, but we're gonna pretend we didn't see any of that.
It's the escape.
Sorry, sir, I got no reports for you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're gonna run away with it. Gur showing off. This is how you do a run over game. This is how you do your zoning.
Which is honestly,
nice.
Dash in, stand 1-2. He is playing just on point. Full Auto has to, he can't jump in anymore.
Can't jump in. I mean, at the very least, Full Auto has a full stick of butter here, but does Full Auto get to use it?
Well, you already know if you want to cook, you need a whole lot of butter to make it taste good, and you better be ready to spend all of it.
Yeah, you have to get the confirm right there. That was the confirm opportunity. You're not going to get it. Unfortunately, this does mean that Full Auto is not going to take this round.
Yeah, not enough damage can be had within those 10 seconds, and we're going to see that jump over to character select just to end the round. I very much so believe we're seeing Ashrah. If we stay on Sindel, I don't know if he stays with Sub-Zero.
I mean, gosh,
But then
yeah,
again, he
no,
kinda-
that's a fair point, because Sareena confirms, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you don't stick with Sub-Zero because Gears isn't outside of the Sand NATO, which we've been getting a lot of mileage out of the armor anyways to avoid that game.
He just outplayed the armor every time. I
True.
think people, as more and more Sub-Zero is showing up for a lot of people as like a zoner counterpick war, people are just out-patience. They're just not letting the armor matter.
Right.
So at this point, if you're gonna go for something, go for the single blades and go for big damage. You're already seeing right there the single blade. It's kind of been a big common factor for most people throughout this tournament.
Low fireball here, good flawless blocks from Gur.
Going to demon mode. Tried to call out the snap there, which I don't think he got. He did not, so Lau gets to continue to play.
Had good Sand NATO pop.
Bro, he literally can't jump in anymore.
Yeah.
He has been called out on that jump in about 3 times now.
And good timing here from Gur, like just waiting just a moment to guarantee the air combo. Full stop to Sareena, no additional punish after. Just keeping the zoning game, like running it away. Force full auto to make it a mistake on approach. But instead, Gur makes the mistake with the whip overhead.
This is a nooch indeed. Gur is just waiting and outplaying the zoning game. But finally, J3 comes through, and it didn't matter. This character's so goofy. He's so good.
Good tech. Nice. Got a duck on a double pizza deal. No overhead doesn't find the mark, but unfortunately, because the way we recover out of that overhead, we get the jump out with the jump 3.
Force the whole block. Overhead coming through, but this could be big damage coming in from Gur, including the end of the round, because at this point, you can just run away.
Yeah, 4 seconds left. I don't remember hearing the timer ticking away before back a couple patches ago.
No, actually. Usually we don't hear it too often either, because it's a pretty aggressive game for the most part outside of a few matchups, and this seems to be one of them where Gur just understands it's no reason for me to run up at you. You want to throw stuff at me? That's fine. I'm going to rewind time, pretend it never happened.
Yo, imagine if Gears rewinds the actual fight clock. My goodness. No, I still have 3 more seconds.
I still had time, and yet another stand 1. That's about 4 or 5 times that's happened now.
Jump-ins don't work at this point, like you said, and we have to try to find an opening, which we go for these mid-fireballs, dive kicks. I'm surprised they didn't get up-blocked, honestly. Like, Gur has been on it defensively in the air, able to try to pressure right after dive kicks, because we know full auto is just not safe in these positions. And again, the zoning game, the runaway game here from Gur.
And for full auto, you kind of need that back 2 dive kick starter right now.
Yeah.
You need big damage, and that is just not going to happen as Gur is going to force him to break.
There's Lush Shaker here, but that's all you're going to get off of it. Nice back 4.
He doesn't have 3 bars, so you could get a Fatal Blow combo to kind of chunk some damage right now if you want to keep yourself in the game. But Gur has gone into full defense mode once again. The low hat forces the jump.
So get that ground bounce to fly out there.
And I mean, another thing too with like low hats, it helps you condition your forward through Omni-Man, so it lets you sneak that low in every once in a while. There's the high-low mix though, and the good timing. It hits around the same time. It's not going to let you get that quick hit.
Still got that stagger pressure again with the beating, the season's beatings right now. It's a 50%. That's 45% damage.
He just put on 45 by accident. Like, that was so much damage so fast.
Ooh.
I didn't even think about the charge low hat actually letting the dash in be completely free. So
I like taking that low hat though, because I'd rather take the damage of low hat than what Omni-Man is capable of.
100%
there and block low.
I like that backdashing away. You anticipate Stryker might be throwing grenades, so you don't try to steal a turn. The thunderclap though, that has got some good coverage to check that every time.
Ooh, all right, we've got the up Goro ball, has to hold this string.
And it's all, he's just holding block nonstop. But look at his damage just continuously. Like that health got melted away. About 300-ish damage just all from block, all from chip damage.
Fight.
Right, here we go, another low hat, big jump in, mixing the high-low opportunity, does work. Big air route opportunity. Oh, just takes it back down to the ground.
I actually like that setup because it keeps you locked down in the corner and there's no way that you drop it accidentally going side to side. So that was pretty solid from Rebel. Unfortunately for him though, BeyondToxin did figure out a way to back it off, going to the Viltrumite stance just to make sure he never gets hit by the Gore Ball.
Nice. Kept yourself safe with the hat. Overhead coming through real quick. How much was that? That was about 50% for Stryker. All right, that's a fair ambush right there. I was thinking, like, man, if it's come back as fast as Kung-Lao low hat,
Yeah.
man, that's real quick.
It's relatively fast, and Stryker is only going to continue to see more and more play as time goes too. Oh, this man really just floated up in the air, and Joe, what a check! He had no fear at all of the grenades.
Yeah, you can kill him. You can kill him.
Down. No,
You
he's
can
dead
kill
here. Yeah, 100%. 2-1 in the air, or 1-2 in the air, into the dive to finish that out. We saw that get dropped a little earlier today. Rebels not dropping those.
Full screen, doesn't go for stance, wants to summon the hat, but almost had the extension too. That's a great call.
I wanted him to pick that up so bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just give the 2-2, Viltrumite stance, you should be able to grab that.
BeyondToxin, very similar to what we saw earlier. Oh, 1-2 started. Yeah, you have to break that. You're going to eat about 400. That's not worth taking.
Ooh. Low hat. Oh, yeah, commits to the string so we get out of dodge.
BeyondToxin is so good at finding his openings repeatedly. Down one just to kind of shut it down for a second.
Respect on the low here. Clap does follow through, shuts down the projectile opportunity.
Stand 1-2, or actually finishing it all that time. It is plus on block, so you got to be careful where you pick and choose trying to poke back.
Yeah, brings it back down. Oh, doesn't finish. Doesn't finish, but does get the block here in the corner.
I, for a second, thought that he actually got that in quicker than Stryker hit him to stop it and prevent anything from happening, but BeyondToxin was blocking, so that will prevent that from happening. Rebel takes the first L.
It's the Omni-Man Fatal Blow startup. It's just a little bit slower than you might think here. It's tough to link that up in such a way, especially for a whip punish. You need like a very committal button to go for whip punish there.
Don't ever try to challenge the armored arm. Just get away as fast as you can. It's too many hits of armor you got to try and get through.
Oh, no flyback either. There we go. Holds the grenade pressure. Got caught.
This man really just shows up, looks at a literal god, and just hits him with a flashlight.
How does this work? It is kind of silly.
I saw you in the subway, sir.
When you really sit there and take a moment to realize what is happening, he does just pull up with a flashlight and puts it in your eyes.
Stryker is just a dude on a 9-to-5 working his shift and going up against literal world enders.
That's the real hero here.
I don't know about that. He did let Cabal hold a big L. We're going to get the claps coming through. Did he press? He
sure did. Set up the Gore Ball here. This is a good grip to kill.
Bro, no matter how many times I see that, it gives me a lot of throwback feelings. And me thinking surely about Injustice 1 Superman. Don't do that again, bro. I can't handle it. I can't handle it anymore.
Think.
Oh, wasn't ready for the pickup.
Yeah.
He said, no, goofy, stupid, I'm blocking all of that. I don't even need to block it. I'm dodging around it. Those might stance looking cool in the moment. Can he get even more damage though? We'll find out. It's now BeyondToxin's turn. Big down one pickup, but yeah, you got to break that.
All right, nice spot dodge here. Able to warp down, go for down one. After the cancel.
There's what we talked about before, full screen dive. You're not prepared for it sometimes, and it leads to so much. Watch this. Gets the corner out of it, now has the low high.
Yeah, jumped a bit too far to get that hit at the very least. Now you put yourself in the corner. You got the space again.
Oh, yeah, no, that was near checkmate. You either hold the block, you have to wait for him to come in, and he chips you out anyways, or you jump, or you can't block at all, and you die.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Omni-Man save with his chest yet at all in this set. What was the giblet punch? The giblet something?
Yeah, the giblet maker or something like that, yeah. That move is so hilarious. We might see it show up, but I think a big part of it is that he's perfectly content with trying to play. He's trying to play around Toxin's ground game, and he's doing such an amazing job at it over this last match.
All right. Takes it back down to the ground for the wall. Yeah, I like that route.
That is really good. Why go for the multiple dives when you can instead go for a mix-up? That was, these keep getting layered. I'm seeing why he 3-0'd CrispyBiscuit earlier. And BeyondToxin, although he adapted super well against Matrix, right now he's got to hold basically a flawless in this round.
And it's gone, just like that. But yeah, no, it's very interesting because we are seeing that you get that 30%, which is nice, right? You're talking a 3-touch game at that point. You're not overcommitting to something like, what, for 20% more that you're going to be able to get if you go for a full route?
Yep. Like the extra damage versus keeping it your turn. That's something that a lot of people don't think about sometimes in those moments because you want to get the damage on the board, but it's way more important in this game to keep people locked down. Speaking of,
ooh, nice. That's a full follow-up. Yeah, absolutely. That was Viltrumite 4.
That's something that BeyondToxin understands where he must break. That's something he's always got meter, and he has stopped a lot of damage from Rebel because of it.
Absolutely. All right, good air combo.
I don't normally see that route too much, but oh, there it is. Stay with your chest. Bro, that's so rude. It really flies up to the skies to go grab an asteroid, bring it back down, and then throw it at you.
You know, another nice layer would be if it made that, like, the atmospheric re-entry and it was just smoldering asteroid that you threw down on somebody.
Actually, that would be OD. Shout out to the art team in general for how good they've done their work here in MK. But that, in a future patch, if y'all could just add that, that'd be great. A very close game right now, going for the advancing forward 4, but BeyondToxin not giving him anything to do with that. Looks like he's playing much better here in this round.
Low hat setup, goes for the 4 and still remains safe.
Kung-Lao doing just fine here. Trying to see if he can find an opener though. He's not falling for any of these stand 1 staggers.
Shocking revelation. Nice up gore ball. The interrupt, but the grenade right in the face of Omni-Man.
Again, just an average guy. This is how we would have solved it. We didn't need Invincible, which actually he is rocking like his son's color scheme.
Yeah. Stryker, just your average New Yorker.
Really is NYPD fighting with a Chaos Demon, and that Chaos Demon is indeed gonna go ahead and not close the round out just yet.
Ooh. Yeah, don't give Omni-Man a chance right there. The down 1 does close it out. 2-1 lead for BeyondToxin.
Quick head nod on that. Feel confident, feel happy about that adjustment. There's one thing that you can never take away from BeyondToxin is he never is out of a match. Even when it looks like it's kind of hopeless at some points in some rounds, he always adapts.
Oh, geez, what an ambush at round start, Toxin.
Oh, he like literally leaped over his punch on that advancing haymaker. Now, good luck.
Dang.
He tried too. He tried waking up with the enhanced move, but that's the problem. Stryker just stops that.
1, nice pickup, the back 4-4. Overhead coming through. The sound is so So you have to listen to the sound from Stryker, right? Because the low, when you go, woo, that is the overhead. The whoop whoop is gonna be grenade. Start paying attention to the sound cues because you will react much better when you do that as opposed to what Stryker is doing.
You do react to sound faster than visuals, so that is something that can help a ton. We're gonna get that advancing forward 4 though, but not the finish of the follow-up. That's gonna actually cost him the round. There was no breaker available for BeyondToxin in that moment. The Rebel could have had that one.
Yeah, Rebel getting a little frustrated here, it seems like, in this matchup. I mean, rightfully so, because the artillery fire from grenades, yep, there it is, the quick 1 for the overhead.
You're gonna have to break here. You're looking at potential trip to loser's side of bracket if you do not shut this down. And BeyondToxin, ooh, there we go. He gets the opener.
Good. Take it to the skies.
I think we cash out this time. No, actually, no. Set up every time.
Ooh.
Oh,
but no follow-up.
That's hard to follow up on, too, from that position. That actually makes sense why that dropped.
The gravity scaling on that one would have dropped from Viltrumite's stance. He wouldn't have been able to follow.
Yeah, forward 4-2. You need to have them literally pop up higher to be able to get that follow-up on standing 1. And BeyondToxin doesn't really give a damn about all that. He's getting 500 damage. This is looking like a wrap at the moment. Yeah, you're going to get locked down. Good flawless block, though.
Nice, flawless. Once again, the back step does get the full punish.
Wait, hold on. Actually, he can make this happen.
Yeah, really could.
Flawless blocks quite literally saved him the round.
Oh, no, no.
Yeah, the pop-off coming in from BeyondToxin, an underrepresented cameo amongst the mix because everyone else is just that much better. But on the other side of it, General Shao has been running rampant with Kano on the back line.
You know, it's interesting because Matr got a few changes as well in this most recent patch. So I'll be curious to see how those get implemented here. Nice tail one more time.
It's a tale of MK3 play right now. See both General Shao and Matr on the same screen. A lot of people dealt with that for a long time. Smart on Pulse actually to back up out of range to get away from the Axeless stance because he won't get the damage taken if he puts it back on it. And also just forces him to have to play with the axe. It seems like he's more comfortable when he's got that out.
Yeah, tail shot actually causes 10 more frames of block stun with increased pushback.
I'm sorry, what?
Block now. 10 more frames of block stun, adjusted the tail shot collision size, and it now causes 10 more frames of block stun with increased pushback on block.
Okay, he's got that. He's got triple shots, and he has a projectile immunity
So,
walk.
but also, coupled with tail shot, the delay for recharge has been shortened, but the charge is increased. So there is the rate is going to take a little longer to come back, but that 10 frames is going to be...
that 10 frames is OD on Johnny Cage. So, yeah, I think we'll be seeing a little bit more of him show up. Pulse making that first round look very easy. But Dialogue, once he gets things going, your health bar quite literally disappears. Yeah. So it's all about making sure you don't let that happen.
And that's all we see too from Matr is literally the tail shot, which on the other side of the coin, all that we saw from Kung-Lao was what? Low hat. So here we are.
Hey, low is being, anytime you can get a projectile-based low. Oh, it's not your turn. It's still not your turn. You got to hold all that.
Oh, nice block of the overhead. Could have up-blocked right there, but that's the guessing game you play against Johnny. It's not your foolproof action. It's sometimes you put it out there to let the opponent know, hey, I'm about your strings. I'm on to you.
There's that projectile immunity we talked about. Calling it out right on time with the Kano knives, too. But this is the round. Dialogue playing very patient. Catches him in the end. Florida's stacked, bro. Florida and NY are just so strong. But we also remember who won the victory battle. So.
Who was that?
I think it was Tri-State, if I remember very correctly.
Tri-State won that? That's crazy.
Actually, it was pretty much Goro by himself who won.
So did the Tri-State win that?
We did, as a matter of fact. We did. You go check that out. Right now, gonna go ahead. Of course, again, the EX kick, or actually shadow kick in general, you can't try to do anything because those triple shots, very similar to Stryker, it falls out of camera and you forget it's there sometimes.
Nah, this ain't working. Come on! Oh! I told you it ain't working.
Pressing and bro, Dialogue is just—he's so locked in, even when it looks like he hasn't been able to play the game for a long stretch of time. Because it's a part of the matchup. You're a big guy. You're gonna get locked down. It's pretty easy to have to deal with all that plus frame behavior, and then you hit someone, and they die, and they go quick.
And I thought Beyond needed a breath mint.
Silent.
Johnny is such a damn troll. We're gonna go ahead and head on over to game number 2 here. What do you think Pulse needs to do to try and figure things out? Because honestly, he was playing extremely well in that first game. I don't know what he needs to do different.
It's right, like you're doing well. It's just unfortunately the damage output of General Shao becomes very terrifying. What a pickup! My God,
he does not drop those. Wake up down 2 though. That's not something you usually expect to see.
All right, expected a response back. Maybe a down 1 challenge here from Dialogue and nothing doing. The take to the knees.
Yeah, we're gonna break that. We're gonna shut that down early.
What is he? Like
he is slamming the hell out of that floor right now, telling you, can you keep it down? Keep it quiet down there. But that health on Johnny Cage, we talked about it before. Most of that match, it looked like it was actually Pulse playing the game, and then Johnny's health just disappeared.
Oh, nice duck. Able to get a full punish here.
All right, 316 over on the corner, gets the jump in as well. Anticipating that, I'm actually not even sure what he was anticipating with going with the tail swipe. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, geez, stood up a little bit too early right there. Expecting Dialogue to try to challenge a little bit earlier.
To get that throw, we're actually gonna push ourselves out of the corner here. So this is a good opportunity for Dialogue if he can avoid the throw, which is not the case.
He gets
Bro, the amount of character that they have in this is crazy. Ooh, great pick. Doesn't matter. Okay, all right. He still got it. He still got it. forward 3. A little bit awkward to pick up from that position sometimes. Most of the time, the only thing you finish if you get that anti-air is the kick, unless you have a cameo that can pick it back up.
Ooh, nice armor through on the Axis Slash. Got that parry, side swap here.
Go ahead and send him back over to his weapon.
Another tail beam. Good flying knee to armor right through, shut down the cameo, and still punish Johnny. All right, got full star power here, but does Pulse get the opportunity to utilize it?
It's tough too because Pulse with using Mataro actually puts himself into a 3-touch game because he's at 900 damage. So yeah, you take those 330% and the game is over, which Dialogue he's looking for right now. That health is starting to fall away. The big down 1 pickup. That's the round right there.
Round. Dialogue. Feeling good about that. Just one more.
Say one more. That's it. Just one more. This man is a competitor through and through. Just keeps himself amped up all the time, and he talks his game because he can back it up.
Yeah.
Pulse. This is one of the people we expect to win a majority of tournaments all the time. But Dialogue, it's better start. Everybody needs to make sure they include him in that same question, that same statement. He is so good.
Sonya.
Okay. Yo, look at him, like literally just hyping himself up. Just like, no, like that the cameo switch, that doesn't matter. All that says to us is that Sonya's there for bigger combo extensions.
Yeah.
Because the Mataro actually kind of just got played around after round 1.
Yeah, like Mataro is like a great start, right? Especially for the stun, but like not finding that extension and combo ability is looking tough. But I mean, the damage output of General Shao.
It is not clean. Oh, and he catches Sonya in the background too, so Sonya locked out of play for a little bit.
All right, good block, but no punish. A little bit too far for that one there. All right, good low block too. Very patient from Pulse. Stagger pressure.
I forgot about the enhanced version on Sonya's fireball there, so that actually will allow you to get at least a moment, but it hasn't mattered at all yet.
Got one interrupt.
Down we go, RKO. What can we do about trying to get a turn here? That answer is not at all.
Yeah, every single time it's an armor flying knee to get through that. You can try to keep yourself safe with the projectile behind that shadow kick, but Dialogue is ready for it. Flying knee doesn't get punished this time.
Full combo punish here too. No bars to stop all that, so you got to take the full corner carry.
Charge it up. Nice push to the corner, but attack.
Plus frames coming through. Lock him down for a second. Make sure that if he tries to run out, nothing happens. We get a side switch out of this though.
Oh, nice.
Good timing on the gap. He was trying to get him with the knives into the low.
Yeah. All right, nice life lead right now for Pulse. The back four doesn't reach. Down 1, lost the turn. Too far on that string right there. Actually, Dialogue able to get the full follow-up, but Pulse able to close it out here.
Yeah, he needed everything possible to make sure he did not lose that round.
Yes.
Now we're going to go to the final round here of what could be an elimination for Pulse, but looks like he got a little bit of life back in him.
Stagger pressure. This is exactly where Johnny wants to be. Keep that pressure going. The low, good bet.
It's all about keeping General Shao locked down and baiting out the armored knee launcher. Once you can stop that, you're in a good spot.
Watch out. The back throw. Nice duck over knives. Tries to interrupt with the down 4.
Kano takes a little while to come back. Oh my god, though. Yeah, that is going to catch people tripping up all the time. So you pick up the axe swing, get the armor in.
Oh no, opened up on knives. But no follow-up, so hey, we take those.
Playing a very similar game, but it's just been holding down on block is the name of the game for Pulse. I would not be surprised to see an overhead soon, but Sonya saving the day.
Stagger, there we go. Nice pickup after the down 1. We got the space that we're looking for away from the corner. Able to hit Kano with that enhanced ring beam.
An amazing job blocking in. He's
No,
going to have to break, though.
Yo, Pulse
Oh my god.
popped off a little bit too early. That could have been it, and that will be it. No!
Oh no!
Pulse!
Oh,
Pulse!
he doesn't finish it!
All right, we got the charge beam.
Oh,
Not
this
going to get the anti-air. This is nerve-wracking for both sides.
Kano's coming back into play in a second. The knives are going to come back up. Forces him to have to
block
block.
the
And he
anti-air!
gets him to jump, and Dialogue popping off as he should. 3-0ing Pulse going over to him like now at DreamHack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember at DreamHack San Diego they had like a $100,000+ tournament, and I didn't even know Magic got down like that.
Oh, yeah, it
so,
does.
hey, good job for them. The other TCGs can learn something. I wish they did that back when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! But right now we're going to see some cards get dealt. Let's see which one of them draws the better hand as we have game number 1 coming up from Dragon and KingGambler.
Good duck. Yeah, the Goro pick, of course, adding to that safety, right? To your point of how KingGambler does play a little more safe style on Johnny. Of course, you do have to play that rush down, but it's always backed up by Goro going, yeah, the biggest #1 fan of Johnny Cage, Goro.
Yep,
despite Johnny killing him in the movie.
It's
but,
so
you know,
funny watching that team competition work that way. And a lot of Johnny Cage's game plan has just shifted with what's the new best lockdown cameo each time.
Yeah. All right, stagger pressure. Gambler not opening up, trying to reach with that down 3.
Strike trying to hit him with the low on the down 3, but it's never finding its mark. And Dragon gonna finally get pieced up, but he builds meters so quick because of how much he pressures with his fireballs that he always has an opportunity to break.
Right. All right, well, this time we're going to get the throw loops going. Dun, 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 dun.
Can't wait for Goro to become a playable character at some point.
Plus, stagger one more time here.
Oh, yeah, all
There's
right.
your opportunity.
Usually not your chance to take your turn back against Johnny in that spot often, but Dragon finding the gaps. Very similar to that of the Kenshi match earlier when we saw him just finding the gaps against Showoff. And one more chip.
15 seconds left, though. Has to get a fatal blow combo and was not able to do it.
Yeah. The mini game was when is Dragon going to down 1 or try and poke me back, and hopefully I called it out with a jump, get the round. That's not going to happen there for KingGambler.
Not at all. Oh, really trying to. Are you going low? You going high? I need to know right now.
Yeah, nobody knows. I don't even know.
Good dog. Got the kick. Not going to get the pickup, though, with Goro. And also, Goro is there as a safety net as well in case if Dragon does happen to pull a flawless block right there.
Like we said, very similar to that of Kung-Lao's playstyle with the way that he utilizes him. But KingGambler, this is an opportunity.
Oh!
Yeah, I like that breaker did too. After getting that parry, he's going to start feeling confident. It's like, no, let's shut that down right now.
Oh, nice duck on the throw attempt again. Couple bob and weave for you. Wants to hold that corner position. No challenge for you. The down one does get the interrupt. And nice overhead.
And
Gambler reaching.
And no follow-up on it there, so you'll take that every day. But the problem is his damage has consistently been piling up. There has not been big combos from Dragon at all, literally until he just closed it there with 200 plus. His patience has been playing through all of what Johnny wants to get started.
Yes. Our first game going to Dragon here.
Dragon playing at peak performance. The KingGambler has not had an answer for it just yet. There have been moments though, so, but Dragon now picking up the offense here at the start.
All right, got that armor shadow kick. Nice anti-air from Dragon.
A little bit too far away for the follow-up pickup. A 4-3 this time will get cashed out with the meter burn. Not really too worried about breaker this time around, but he's gonna build. I mean, watch that bar. Look at how much meter he gets prior to getting punched in the face. But it's just so quick for Dragon to build up.
Nice. Trying to catch up here, but wake up, not teleport, but the dash through. Legs does get the full pickup as well.
There we go, clean 200 to see if he can keep it his turn. It's all about the lockdown game. Trying to bait out what was probably the EX dash, but Dragon never did it.
Stagger again. This time we got the low 1.
Very close game. There we go. Gets the jump in. So KingGambler does put himself on the board. The game's still incredibly close now. So can't feel too comfortable after that first one.
Not at all. Got that throw.
Just a lot of patience from both of them right now. Can't walk up in front of the sword. Talked about it before. Quite literal sword normals.
Yeah, does have the couple flawless blocks here working out very well for KingGambler, but the back 4 sets things off a little bit differently here. We do get to confirm with the Goro pressure, but immediate break, and now the work begins all over again. But the shadow kick finding the mark. Nice pop to a full combo here.
All right, empty jump, but good throw tech from Dragon, not falling for that. And the ducks to get underneath Sareena, but neither one of them just wanting to do any throws.
All right, even Stevens on health just about here. Significant combo starter for Dragon. That'll be a grip of damage. Doesn't go for the second Ashrah. We don't have the meter for it. We're not even going to really need it here. One touch away, chip it out. Has to go for the flawless block. Trying to attempt a down 2 underneath a high from Dragon, but nothing is coming out that way.
That quick smack to the face from Dragon to finish it out. KingGambler looking for any openers he can, which has been, again, this is definitely, I think, one of the closer matches we've seen all day. but Dragon is usually in a better position throughout most of the match.
Right. And look at this moment of pause that KingGambler has to wait.
Yep.
How often do you see a Johnny Cage player having to wait?
I'm not gonna lie, it's making me want to play Ashrah. Actually.
And she's been strong.
She has been. I just didn't realize she's this good at locking down Johnny at these points. But as we talk about that, KingGambler does find his moments. You had to break there. You're already in the last round, and you want to make sure you keep Dragon locked down.
All right, nice back three, but you have to respect Sareena. You're already blocking the double pizza deal. Oh, nice. Armor kick again. Every time we do get that space, we do get that armor kick punish and immediate break right after. To your point, like Dragon is always locked and loaded with a break opportunity.
Dragon just trying to keep him out. We got Sareena single blades on deck. It's now time to rush in, but the call out from KingGambler in the down three.
Stagger one more time here. Take to the skies. Yeah, 16 seconds left. Had to get the strike. Dragon up 2-0 right now against Gambler.
Curious if this is going to be a cameo counter pick or if he's just taking a second to breathe, but sometimes you just need that moment to think things through. As you can see, very big, heavy side coming in a moment ago. Actually, we could see it. Y'all couldn't see it. Y'all can imagine it. KingGambler getting a deep sigh of just trying to figure out what the hell to do. Meanwhile, Dragon over there, I have not really seen an emotion of stress on Dragon's face at all this weekend, even when the matches have been close.
Have you ever seen Dragon emote outside of like victories, right? Like big victories, Dragon does
Usually,
pop off, but like mid-match, Dragon stoic.
Only on Dragon's tournament Twitter videos, because those are hilarious. Whenever Dragon gets out and about with everyone. But right now, it's all about business, as we got Dragon being up 2-0 in the set. See if maybe he can finish it all. And we're not going to see a cameo switch at all. It's just the moment to take a breath as we come back in with that Goro.
Good block on the overhead here, down one, and tries to keep the save pressure. Good flawless, but able to get a throw, plus that first hit meter bonus.
Keep it.
Nice
there you go.
armor.
Good job. That he has to check those. He's getting way too much free meter from all of these blade beams, and that's
Another
2 in a row.
But yeah, can't do the third one. We're out of resources for that.
The answer has just been to just kick her. Honestly, it's working, so keep it up.
But kick her really, really hard.
Yeah, like think kicking, but like running at him.
Nice patience here from KingGambler, but gonna get opened up. Sareena confirmed.
And no more sweet chin music coming in from you. It might be the end of the match momentarily. The way that Dragon is playing, trying to shut it down, and maybe yet another 3-0 to add to his tournament record today.
Yeah, that winner side looking tough here. All right. Fireball coming through. Oh, tried to go for the punish. That's not a bad call out here, because that is usually the timing, right? That Dragon does go for the fireball setup. Gambler had that opportunity, but whiffs entirely. Good duck from Dragon. Nice tech as well here. Stagger pressure, keeps it safe with Goro, but a small delay, and still Dragon not opening up.
And finally getting caught by the forward 3 and broke it immediately. A majority of this game plan has just been make sure you have breaker and you're going to be fine. And that's exactly what Dragon consistently has on deck. Oh, what a good call. 4-3. It's looking like it might be a wrap, but the call out on the dash in. Big opportunity here for KingGambler.
Nice pickup. Got the uppercut. Needs a couple more combos here too to finish things off.
That health is melting away here, 0. He might be hitting that 0 mark very soon. You can't afford to take pretty much any of these.
You literally can't armor through. Like, you have to hold this. But Goro comes in to save the day. But you're only delaying the inevitable, it seems, with 0.6 health left. 14 seconds on the clock. You had to get the confirm there.
And up against Omni-Man, because these are the two characters you've quite literally been playing a ton of late.
This matchup, I think, is going to be interesting. Like, Smoke, I feel like, can really kind of run the set here, like, as far as mixing things up, because Viltrumite's stance is not going to be necessarily a threat against Smoke, because Smoke's only projectile is going to be the down forward 1, which is...
Look at that walk back from Omni-Man.
Oh, yeah. Just don't mess with the chest.
Why the hell is that so menacing?
I'm really... It's going to be really fun to see how the teleports interact with each other. That's going to be the one. Down back 4 from Smoke. And of course, Viltrumite stance teleports from Rebel here.
And here is the mini game of blocking what you cannot see as the back 2 comes through.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero has been the main go-to of late for Smoke, and you're seeing exactly why. It sets up a free invisible mix-up.
Yeah. Oh, nice tech here. Blocks the teleport. Opposite side, that was Viltrumite 2. No, that was the overhead, regular overhead, excuse me.
And Just Nasty looking calm and composed up there right now, but Rebel, we saw one thing that happened to Rebel earlier is Rebel had a lot of good openings, but would occasionally drop them, and he was getting a little frustrated.
Yep.
You got to make sure that doesn't happen again here in this set because you are facing the elimination side of bracket.
Did you see the pump fake on Vicious, or not Vicious Vapor, that's down back fours, just to build up a little bit of meter. And one more, just a little bit of meter.
Yep.
Every little bit counts.
It really does. I mean, that's the difference between having 2 bars at the end of this and free mix-up opportunity.
Ooh,
We do finally get that
what
down
an
1 to
interrupt.
stop it.
Yeah, that's important. Even while Smoke is invisible, down 1, you got to be brave. You caught swinging from downtown, you're going to get called out by a stray normal from Smoke.
we're gonna
Can
spend-
actually kill here.
Yeah, spend it all. There's no reason not to at that point. One thing that Smoke has been known for since the launch of the game that everybody was kind of afraid of up until now, maybe a little bit more difficult to play him at the high level, but that damage, if he's got bar, that's free near 500 damage by accident. It's it's so much damage.
Ooh, Kung-Lao? Okay, okay. But yeah, in this particular match, right, like the damage output from Smoke, like you have to be strong in your neutral game to really get that damage output. Smoke is one of those characters on this roster that is blessed with being able to pick any cameo they want across the board. It is match dependent.
Yeah.
And with the Sub-Zero, nice 4-4 opener, but not going to commit. But that damage output is all aerial combos from Smoke.
Yep.
We do see a lot of great resets and conditioning here, and that's one of the flaws of playing Smoke. Miss inputs that happen from you trying to keep up with Vicious Vapor.
Rebel not getting the follow-ups he needs again. I mean, he's getting a lot of throws, but the damage has been, on average, maybe 150 damage per to 200. You gotta get your big boy damage in where you can.
All right, got her down 1. Nice out back 2 does get blocked. We go for a ride. Poor Peter Parker.
Once again, he prefers to go for the drop, like the early drops, to go for a mix-up. He didn't have Lao had to back it up that time, but that is a lot of damage getting left on the board. But it's just the way Rebel likes to play. He likes to consistently go for regular restarts.
Try to go for the stand 1 anti-air. Yeah, it's so interesting because you can still get Oki after a good grip of damage, at least 30% from Omni-Man here. Good break.
Like, you can go for the stomp into charge hat. Like, that is a thing also. So I'm curious if they'll ever go for that. But the Sub-Zero coming in right where he needed it to, stopping the charge, not really giving a damn about that hat at all.
All right, does get the interrupt here, and that is so important. In a matchup against Smoke, you have to try to go for these interrupts at any given moment. 10 seconds left. Just Nasty needs 1 solid confirm. Ooh, 6 seconds left.
Literally
just
has
trying
to
to
just-
chip away. We need to chip away. We
Oh,
do
he
get
did
the
it!
hit with the 4-4 while invisible. Just Nasty making it out in this round by the skin of their teeth.
He literally is just nasty. He's so good in these late game situations. And Rebel, yet another match. How many times have we seen Rebel go all the way to the end and lose it just at the end? That's gotta be a heartbreaker for him while he's playing up there.
Absolutely nice reset off Vicious Vapor. Got the freeze, couple pumps.
3-2 combo extender. Go ahead, get him all the way over to the corner.
Oh, no drops. That was supposed to be the finisher there.
Still got a grip of 300. You can pick this up. Oh, a little bit too far away though.
Yep. Slow interrupt. Now we don't have to worry about low half projectile for a bit. Nice. I love the patience here from Rebel to go for the down 1 steal.
I like that breaker there from Just Nasty too, because you want to keep Rebel from ever getting some confidence off that big damage. If he gets an opener, let's stop it right away.
For plus frames on the 4-4, about even on health. Oh no.
Actually kicking Sub-Zero for his troubles means that you don't have to worry about invis mix-ups if he got a hit confirmed. I'm not seeing any full screen like shoulder dives behind the hat too. That's something he was pretty content to do against Havik. He has not done that yet here.
A stagger pressure again.
Forward 4, just try and keep him locked down for a moment.
No up block on the 4-2-3, or back 3-2.
This time that damage is a little bit more.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not insurmountable. Oh my God! I swear, if you get another fatal blow,
Didn't have the meter because it would have been the back 2-3.
Yep.
You do the down back 4 meter burn, and then you get your fatal blow. But the timing is so tough on Smoke's fatal blow.
very similar to what we saw out of Dragon a while ago too. A throw doesn't kill you there, so you take a throw only. That's it. You don't let them get the hit.
Okay, got that 4-4.
Go to my stance, carry him up. This could be 300, actually could be 400 if he chooses to, but he always goes for the setup.
Yeah, there's so much damage left on the table with this solid play from Rebel. All right, nice cancel, down 3, back 3, not hitting, but yo, that is the right answer. That is the correct answer, it was just mistimed.
There we go, finally, that's what we've been waiting for. At some point, it's gonna find its way through. This is a good chunk of damage. He's gonna actually go for another setup. I keep expecting him to go for it at some point, but he's fully committed to going for the constant setups because he wants him to be right in front of him every time he gets a knockdown.
Back 3 will get this beautiful confirm with the freeze setup.
It's all about, I mean, he doesn't have to guess for game here. It's a 2-touch game right now for Just Nasty, and right now it's just one more hit away. So Rebel plays Omni-Man in a very different way than most, but it works for him, and that worked for him in that game there where he was able to finally get one on the board.
Well, I mean, same thing could be said for Just Nasty. It plays different about every week. Like, we find a new way to get into a groove. It's certainly much more different. If you look back at earlier sets of Just Nasty playing, Just Nasty very much was into the Vicious Vapor mix, like just applying that very frequently. Now you see Just Nasty playing more of a neutral game.
Super Sareena heavy back then too.
Yeah, yeah. Now we're going for more whiff punish opportunities here, more passive than what we were before.
And it's all about keeping it your turn. We've made that very clear a lot throughout this weekend so far. And there we go again.
Tough.
300, and he got half health off of that, so worked out in his favor.
Oh, trying to go for that back 2 over the low hat, which is a fair call out. Now we got the freeze.
Get our extra meter gain in, decided to keep him standing up so we can make sure that he doesn't have an EX wake up option.
Down 1. Nice, back 3, not blocking low after Vicious Vapor.
Go ahead, cash out, keep him locked down in front of him. Actually, now we're gonna go for the invis mix-ups because that is just what's been working out so well. And the block to make sure he doesn't down one that time.
Yeah, that was a great sequence right there from Just Nasty with 28 seconds on the clock. Full punish. No, dropped early, but that's okay. We got the throw.
As it's just, actually not even his round to lose. He gets the W on the board with that throw. Enough damage to do it. So good back and forth so far between these two.
Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Hello? The teleport?
Say you're going to stay put.
All right, try to go for the 4-4, but got down 1 interrupted. Great pickup from Rebel.
All right, as we already seen before, Rebel will always go for the setup. Little bit early on the high, but that also is a way to mix people up to make them press early, and Just Nasty did not do it.
All right. Back 3-2. Freeze confirmed. Just jump damage. Oh, that's a little bit far, but we are going to get that confirmed into the invisibility setup. Opened up. There's another back 3.
Finishing it out. We're going to go ahead and wake up with the Giblet Maker. There's still plenty of time for Omni-Man to put a lot of damage on fast, so Just Nasty, understandably so, is playing very careful, and he does exactly that as he gets to 2-1. And very similar to many other players at this level, even when they win, they shake their head because they say, not good enough. That wasn't good enough.
That was not, but again, too, like, that is the difficulty of playing Smoke. Like, to play flawlessly as Smoke, that is a tall order to do.
It is a very taxing job.
Yeah. Rebel also trying to play in this Omni-Man setup here. Not, again, very consistently getting opened up by back 3s, and it's all conditioned from Just Nasty just poking low once or twice, and it forces Rebel to block high, or excuse me, going for like the stand buttons, and then forces Rebel to block high. That opens up the back 3 opportunities.
It's been pretty consistent so far in the way he's been able to open up Rebel, but Rebel is finding his moments too. He's getting a lot of quick damage. Good throw though to make sure that doesn't get much further, and that back 2 is going to go ahead and get him a full corner carry.
Nice. Go for the regular 1? No, doesn't go for OTG.
Well, here we go. It is now time for Just Nasty to have a field day. Go for invis mix. He's down 1 to lot. That is the first time he went for that.
You know, and it's not a bad call because you say it with your chest. You had to spend armor on it, but at least you're not getting mixed for another 30%.
Saying, I am indeed invincible to this mix-up that you have, but right now, it's all about finding another opener. You can't really afford to box with him too much because he's got 2 bars on deck over there. So if he wants to go crazy, that's never going to happen, though.
That's the first time I think that we've seen that up block attempt on the back three, and Just Nasty calls it out immediately against Rebel. Match point for Just Nasty right now.
Just Nasty that much closer to getting himself yet another trip to another top 8, but this time offline situation here at DreamHack Atlanta. Maybe it'll happen. The way he's playing, it sure looks like it, but that 1-2 is going to give him a little bit of a check.
All right, nice. Got our tech. We're out of the corner, and the down one interrupt again here. Immediate break. Wants to maintain at least some semblance of a lead here.
Good spacing right there from Rebel to get the full combo punish. This is going to give him low hat setup.
No! Oh, too far for that punish.
All right, well, he still keeps it his turn. So the damage was contained.
Yeah. Good low hat block.
We're going to get the big claps coming in through. You may have thought you were going to be able to force your turn there, but every single time he's tried to go for that setup, he has on reaction put Sub-Zero's armor on.
There we go. Got the invisibility setup. Goes for air combo. That was the 3 series.
Keeps himself safe side for the
Oh,
moment.
no!
Oh, it ran out. He's able to see him again. And once again, yet another down one. Rebel not really giving a damn about these invisible mix-ups.
Armor's up. That's good because you're going to mitigate the low hat opportunities, but the throw will finish the round here. Round apiece. Rebel still in this.
Think about that mix-up. That did not work anymore because now it is my turn to play. Trying to see if he can get him to be a little aggressive in that situation from the low hat.
Pump fake on Vicious Vapor opens up a throw opportunity.
Super stressful situation. Once again, every single time that's there, Sub-Zero's armor is placed on reaction immediately. This time now Rebel not pressing.
Oh my goodness. Fully commits there too.
Oh, what a call out on the timing for the Viltrumite teleport over.
That was wild.
Oh no, he finally gets an opener on it, but he does not get any follow-ups. That was a lot of damage left on the table, and Just Nasty gets to capitalize fully because he now no longer has 3 bars. He has Fatal Blow, but that's not gonna matter because we cashed this out and we finished the round, and that's Just Nasty taking it home and getting himself into that championship Sunday with everyone else in top 8.
3-1 victory for Just Nasty on Smoke. Worry about armor there. You're more worried about Cold Shoulder getting that spacing opportunity. So
speaking of giving the Cold Shoulder, like after the fist bumps go out, these two deadlock focus in the screen about that business. It's, what did he just say?
And the Christmas stage too. Let's go.
Oh, I forgot about the Christmas. I have to go update my console.
So yeah, in this matchup alone, you're looking at trying to navigate this space, being able to interrupt with your, just continue pressure on knockdown. It's going to be so important for Smoke to remain close because that stand 1. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be ready, and every time you do get called out for your down back 2, it's going to be upwards of 400 damage.
This is your time to press right now, too, for Big Daddy G. You got that poke in on Sento. It's time to lock Showoff down. I'm missing the stand 4, but it doesn't matter. He still keeps him locked down in the corner. It's still his turn.
Ooh, we're guessing. Down 1?
Yep.
It's still my turn.
Where the hell does he go? Nobody knows.
Reappear into a throw, and great lead for Big Daddy G right now. Armor's up. Already gets called out.
Backing off. There we go. And it's now time to set up Sento. Trying to make sure that he establishes dominance right now because he is facing a decent deficit of damage.
Oh, nice up block. Great call out here from Big Daddy G, and that's a round.
That's pretty easy to react to from that position, too. It was just a full empty jump over. It's like, all right, look, I don't really care. I'm going to get my damage. And Big Daddy G closing out round number 1. But K7 Chop had his moments.
Nice duck here, but still following through on the string. That's very important here for Big Daddy. Because you're establishing layers. Like, you're not trying to become a predictable pattern when you are pressuring with Smoke. You want to keep pressing through some of these strings sometimes because the opponent might let go of block, and you do get your little bit of damage there.
Big Daddy G.
Good blocks.
Been doing exactly that. Amazing at blocking this and walks away with no damage. Outside of what he said about
no interrupt because we got the down back 4 instead. Yeah, that was quite the sequence right there. Great on K7 not getting called out, but almost did if the down back 4 was a little bit faster.
A free jump in there from Big Daddy G as K7 trying to just set up Sento without anything behind it.
That's so tragic. Yeah, had the freeze. Got a side swap by mistake on there.
Oh, now it's time for him to play, though. You got a lot of damage incoming, and we're going to cash out Fatal Blow, too, just to make sure we make this that much closer. A one-touch game for both players right now.
Yes. Poor Peter Parker.
Shoutouts to Yuri Lowenthal, the GOAT. Right now, trying to see if getting interrupted.
Yep. Yeah, it is your turn after blocking a back two. Down one does find the mark, and again, stand one, down two to get the finish here.
So K7 Showoff bouncing around in the seat for a second. It's like, okay, all right, I got this. This is an incredibly stressful game number one here. And remember, to anybody who's not aware, this is loser's side. This is the last qualifier we have here on stream to make it into loser's side of top 8 tomorrow.
So here's the difference maker here. That pressure while invisible, it's almost non-existent. Like it's almost as though like K7, or not K7, Big Daddy is waiting for K7 to try to reach because we're low blocking anyways, and we're going to steal the turn because we know that your button is going to be minus.
Yep. Right now, this is well, minus less activity for you. There's no time for you to play. You got a couple flawless blocks in there, but it just never ends. That's what's so strong about Kenshi. At certain points, you can have rounds that are just that dominant. I guess probably, honestly, from what we've seen on stream, that was the best individual round from K7 Showoff we've seen so far.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Or leaps and bounds, like absolutely aggressive. The damage output, again, just being the key factor here. Still committing to that string, getting that punish. Not going to whiff on me.
So now it's time to play. We're going to cash out. I think we're going for the 400 variant version here. Yep. All right, now where do we go?
No.
Keeps it at the mids, and we get the corner carry, and he's going to reset him as well.
Still got that pressure coming from Sento, and unfortunately, when you're smoke, this position, you're kind of locked in. You could go for armor down back two, but as often as K7 has been ready for it, you're going to get stand one anti-aired, and that's the fear that you're now playing with. You are stuck in a corner.
That's the thing we brought up at the very beginning of the match, is that there could be a lot of moments where Smoke can have field day, but once he is locked down in front of Sento, the wake-up options are not very good in this matchup.
Yeah, like I said in Just Nasty's match, you know, the previous one, you have to be excellent at neutral. Your neutral has to be dominant in the set. Your opponent cannot beat you on neutral.
Two very similar playstyles in that, with that Omni-Man and the low hat, but this time it is Kenshi, and Kenshi is putting in some work.
Yeah. More pressure coming through. Tried to open up right there, but Big Daddy gets called up by a stand one from K7.
Stand one into the throw. Now you got to think about that throw once again, but this patience from K7, Showoff throwing through, and even there too, just constantly getting these Pokins. But now this is your time to play. You don't cash out that bar, you just make sure you get the corner here.
Oh. Back three Fish's Vapor, and that is the right challenge. Had Big Daddy not done down back four, that would have been it, and my God. That should be a game here for K7.
Yeah, it's going to hurt. It scales a little bit, but there's still a good amount of damage here from K7 Showoff, so this should finish it up off this final slash. No, it doesn't.
We're defending. There it is, the overhead.
Yeah, that route scales pretty hard.
Yeah.
So, but it was very close. K7 Showoff once again going on the board. That is now a 2-0 lead, that much closer to making it into that top 8.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was backed with a little bit of button pressing there, just get the extended health for you, just for a little bit, but also K7 just in complete control. All right, so character select, back to Smoke we go.
Do we see a Lao swap on his side for Big Daddy G? I think, yeah, he thought about it. He was thinking about it for a second, because Sub-Zero has definitely allowed him to get some setups, but it has not helped him in terms of keeping Kenshi out. So at that point, maybe Lao's the play. He thought about it for a second, but he's going to stick with his guns. We're going to go back into game, the final, potentially the final round.
Nice round start with the back two. It's so tough because K7 is not afraid of smoke.
Yeah.
And once the opponent is not afraid of smoke, it makes Smoke's game plan that much harder.
That was good for Big Daddy G, getting a bait on him to see if he would try to up-block that back two. So now he knows what he's hunting for in the invisible setup. Well, you mentioned it before, he's not afraid whatsoever, and we're just seeing it right here.
And that's the thing, like, you have to recognize that these smoke and mirrors are literally just that. Like, you can challenge, not every time, but there are clear openings if you study the matchup.
He's playing that matchup to a T. He is a little bit behind in health, but it's not that big a deal because he has Breaker if he feels like trying to solidify the round.
Nice duck under from Big Daddy G, a small life lead now. to San Juan. Yeah,
Yeah,
interrupting at too little too late.
Cash out that bar every day of the week here. Now it's all about that chip damage. Been a lot of flawless blocks from Big Daddy, but we talked about it before. You have to block every single one of these individual hits, and it just keeps adding up over and over again. K7 Showoff 1 round away from taking it home.
The benefit of flawless blocking, though, is that once you get the single flawless block, you can hold the block button. As long as the string is true, that chip damage will not come through. The meter bill will not come through until you start letting go and try to.
That's the frightening thing about Kenshi. It's not true, but it's constant because you just constantly mix it up between the timing on Sento or Kenshi, and it makes you get tripped up. Big Daddy G holding yet another full combo string. We're going to have one more left-right mix he's going to have to potentially deal with here.
Oh, nice. Missed opportunity there because of the delay wake up. Big Daddy G not getting the confirm.
Yeah, you had to break. You can't afford to take any more of that damage. Big Daddy G now without a big cash out combo. Forward 4 is going to get heavily punished by Sento, though.
I love how Sento came up in the background. Remember me?
He said, what the hell are you doing? And this is looking like near checkmate situation here. There's no meter on deck, and there's nothing you can do, as that's going to be a W going for K7 Showoff, taking it 3-0 as our last qualifier on stream.